Hi, everybody. It's Gene Simmons, and you're not, and you're listening to the Potter Than Hell podcast with Steve, BC, BB, and Dylan. But you knew that, didn't you?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Potter Than Hell podcast. This is your last stop on the crazy train of hard rock and heavy metal. So sit back, buckle in, and hang on. Here we go.
Hello, Potter and Hellions. Welcome back to the Potter and Hell podcast. This is Steve, and with me this week is
BC
and
BB
and keyboards.
Dylan.
All right. I was gonna say there's no keyboards in this episode, but there is actually some.
Yeah, a little bit. There's a little bit in there.
Couple two tree.
How we making out here, kids? Dylan, how are you, buddy?
It's, I've taken them one day at a time, but it's good to talk about these albums tonight.
All right. BB.
Hanging in there. Kind of a boring week, not much going on, so, just hanging in there.
All right. How about you over there? What do you got going? You say he's praying over there. That's a first.
But, no, just usual, watching the kids as they get more rambunctious and holy fuck. My head spins some days. I'm like, holy shit. No wonder they have kids.
No wonder he's drinking. No wonder he's two-fisting over there.
You better hope one of the other girls don't have one, because then you're outnumbered. Then you're really fucked.
Well, he's just going to put the daycare sign up the front. You might as well now.
Start charging.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, I just wanted to, say, condolences and everything out to all the people that died in the plane crashes last week. Because literally, like 2 minutes after we got done, actually, I think we were still recording last week when we got the message for the one in D.C. And just crazy how that shit happens. And then, like, another one, like 2 days later, just insane. So, thoughts and everything go out to all those people involved there, and first responders, everything right down the line. So, and last week, BC and I went up to Connecticut to see Ace Frehley, and Slaughter was on the bill, but I'll get to that in a second. And so we went up to the Mohegan Sun Casino up there. They have an arena in the casino. Makes our Mohegan Sun Casino look like a lemonade stand on the side of the road.
Well, see, we have a Mohegan Sun Casino, we have a Mohegan Sun Arena. They decided to combine them.
They do.
It's even bigger.
It's huge. But I mean, even the casino part is like massive.
The part is two-story most places.
2 stories with tons of restaurants and shit. It was cool.
Hey, we have a tower.
Yeah, we do. So we when we went up there, we got up there a little early. We checked. We stayed in a hotel down the road, like 2 minutes away. It had a shuttle, so that was no object. And so when we got there, we went to Pizza Place, had some dinner. It was actually me, BC, Granza, and Richie from the Kiss crew. And it was great. Granza was able. He had free tickets because he had stayed up there before. But then when he went to get his, he was able to get me and BC free tickets also. So we all went for free. Stayed in the same. We were all in the same row and everything. So at this venue, they have, if anybody's familiar with it, they have I don't know if you would call it a public venue there. It's called the Wolf's Den. And they got a stage. They have some booths you can reserve. Then there's some seating up around the thing. And then we stood over the booths at the bar, and Asia was playing. John Payne's Asia, mind you. And he was the guy that replaced John Wetton in Asia in the late 80s, early 90s. And so with Slaughter being on the Monsters of Rock cruise coming up, which, to tell the truth, we probably won't see them anyways, we decided to watch Asia because we waited till Asia was just about done, and then we went over to see Ace. I thought Asia was really good, except the guy did not shut the fuck up. He fucking talked more than goddamn Paul Stanley at a fucking show.
He did get Paul.
But it wasn't like that, but it was just like not to be mean, just like a boring English guy talking. And I'm like
see those people out there having beer at the bar.
Yeah, it was like,
you're in a bar
bass
setting.
up
You gotta
here.
schmooze with the people.
Just play music. But the venue was really cool. A lot of bands play up there, like Bret Michaels, Stryper played up there, Queensryche played up there, a ton of bands played up there. Lita Ford, Jimmy Bell just had his birthday bash up there. They did the Deep Purple tribute up there. So really cool venue. The sound was, I thought they sounded great. BC, what did you think of the show?
never seen Asia before. I mean, so I'd rather see Asia than Slaughter because we've seen him a few times, and the last few times they've been too loud. But musically and the musicians and shit, they were real good. Sounded perfect.
It did. It sounded
You heard
great.
everything. Like it's a cool venue, rocks and like stuffed boxes over, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a cool venue. Yeah, and I had seen Asia with the original lineup maybe like 6 months before John Wetton passed away, and it was cool. But it was cool to see them play some of the John Payne songs that I had never seen played live before. And, it was cool. It was different. And then we went in. We saw, and actually we did talk to a couple people after the show that Slaughter was the same as usual. Too fucking loud. Too loud. Just way too fucking loud. But one cool thing about it was that was kind of sad. The only thing that we missed about that show was that Scott Coogan, Ace's drummer, got married during Slaughter's show on stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I knew they're talking about him getting married. I didn't know.
Oh no, it was during the show. Yeah, it was during the show.
Out.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So then Ace came out. Just kind of. I mean, I thought of like when we saw him at the Sherman before. He only. Not that I was looking for him to fuck up. I mean, subconsciously I probably was, but there wasn't any major fuck ups. But you could see that. Once again, his band, Ryan Spencer Cook, Jeremy Asbrock, and Scott Coogan, you could tell that Ace is their boy. They take care of him. Like, they're watching him like a hawk on stage. So if he steps away from the mic, they'll get up and sing. You know what I mean? If a riff is missing something, Jeremy picks it right up. But, I mean, I thought it was good.
It's over here.
And it was weird, too, because we were talking about it, and I'm like, wouldn't that be cool if he opened up with Shock Me? And he fucking opened up with Shock Me. Which was I thought was kind of cool to see him do Shock Me without doing the guitar solo during it. Because I thought that was cool. I did like that part, and then I used his, I don't even know what the hell song I think he did the solo during Cold Gin, maybe. Towards the end. I want to say, yeah. Actually, no, I have the fucking set list. I wrote it down.
I go see you wrote it down. Yeah, I mean, he came out. He was Ace. I mean, he's been better. He's been worse. But like you said, they keep an eye on him. It's funny because sometimes
He'll just walk away from the mic.
walk away, and where's he going?
Or get there late.
Get there a little bit late.
Here's the set list. Shock Me, Deuce. Cherry Medicine. Rock Soldiers. Then they did this like little blues jam after that. That was actually kind of cool. They did Love Gun. Scott Coogan sang that. Then Rocket Ride. Then actually, and I thought it was nice too, Ace did a moment of silence for the people from the DC crash. The Philadelphia one had not happened yet. The Parasite, then Detroit Rock City. And then, like, Ace kind of went off the stage, and the band did the right after you get the gong and Hotter Than Hell, they did that jam. It was cool. It was really cool to see that. And then Rip It Out, She I thought was the best part of the show. Jeremy and Ryan sang it. It was fucking fantastic. And then after She, they did a Lover All I Can jam, which I thought was kind of cool. They didn't sing, which is fine, but like the music was cool. New York Groove, Ace and Jeremy did a back and forth guitar solo in that, and then they did a portion of God of Thunder in there somewhere. And actually, he did do. I put Cold Gin solo, painful in parentheses. It was. I went to the bathroom and I came back. He was still fucking playing. Then Shout It Out Loud to Rock and Roll All Night. I want to see Ace do Ace shit. I don't want to see him do Kiss stuff. I don't care.
He's got so much material of his own.
I know.
Do some more.
Even if he just did Ace Kiss songs, like do like Talk to Me and Torpedo Girl or something, Into the Void, whatever.
Anything.
Like I don't know. I hate it. And I remember when I think it was BB and I interviewed Ryan and those guys. And I asked about playing those Kiss songs, and Jeremy kind of got a little defensive and pissed off about it. Well, if I went to see Ace and he didn't play them songs, I'd be pissed. I'd be fucking jumping for fucking joy. But I mean, it was a good night. It was a good hang, and it was a long ride. It was like 4 hours up and 4 hours back.
back always seems.
It seemed like we were back in like 2 hours, but it seemed like it fucking took us forever to get up there because it was shitty out. Yeah. It was one of those foggy days where it looked like a horror movie.
I think it was just the weather made.
I think so too.
Longer than normal.
Yeah, and actually, when we were walking out to the car in the morning, I said to BC, I said, "God damn!" I said, "I'm so glad we didn't drink on the way up to the show. it was getting to be shit show worthy at the end of the night, but it was a good time. It was a really good hang. Yeah, for sure. And, so we got to say hello to Ryan and Jeremy because they came into the one bar that we were sitting at shooting the shit after the show. So it was kind of cool to see those guys again. And then BB, you gave us a little announcement today.
Yeah, Black Sabbath doing one and done. The 4 original guys are going to get together and have a little concert jam session. It seems like it's going to be Ozzy's last hurrah. It'll probably be something like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame will probably sit in a chair. He's probably not going to be bouncing around. July 5th, they're going to do it in Villa Park, Birmingham, in the UK. And there are supposed to be guys from Metallica, Slayer, Pantera, Hailstorm, Alice in Chains, Lamb of God, Anthrax, Mastodon, and there's going to be different additional performers. So it sounds like I wish it was closer, but
But they're in their hometown though.
They're doing it, yeah. And it's nice that the 4 original guys are getting back together and just burying the hatchet, and we're going to do one final offer for Ozzy because it's probably not healthy for him to be out singing, but he's going to give it a shot, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, in July's still like 4 months away too.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's cool that finally like Bill Ward's involved. Because when they did the end or whatever the hell it was, I mean, it was. Tommy Clufitos on drums, but it was
doing the album.
It would have been cool to see Bill Ward. I've never seen Bill Ward live. I've seen, Sabbath with Tony Martin. I've seen him with Ozzy, but I've never seen Bill Ward. So what else we have? Oh, and they announced the bands for the pre-party of the Monsters of Rock cruise is going to be on I don't know, whatever the hell the day before the cruise is. I think the 9th of March, and so it's going to be Chevy Metal, Cruel Intentions, Soto Beeler, Ted Poley, Wild Street, and it's on March 9th. So,
well, not Wild Side. No.
I'm not
Ted Poley playing something connected to the cruise.
No way,
unheard of.
And actually, Ted's playing next week. I think Ted Poley's doing a show 2 weeks or something like that. 22nd.
You're like Broadheadsville or something?
Yeah. That's just down off of
It's only like an hour away.
If you did
that's where you guys went to that acoustic show, right?
I would be on board, but
cool place.
I'd go. What the fuck?
He did the Escape to the City. Great intro track to.
Plus, we have Ted Poley playing a local birthday party here in the summer.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that's what we got going to that. So before we get rocking into this Killer Bees evil fucking album battles here, what are we listening to, Dylan? What do you got going?
Well, I didn't get a chance to listen to a lot this week, but I did watch the Grammys live. That was a long show. There was a lot of love to the firefighters in
LA.
In LA, they actually had the firefighters announce album of the year. So they brought like the chief and a couple of firefighters up on stage to give the album of the year award. So that was really cool. And like all through the night, they were asking for donations and they had the QR code up on stage.
So it was like the Grammy telethon.
Basically, that's kind of how it came off.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
They did something fucking right.
Yeah. So the best metal performance, the Gojira song that I had on that one playlist that was played for the Olympics won for best metal performance. The Beatles song Now and Then won for best rock performance. Best rock song was a St. Vincent song, Broken Man. And then best rock album was Hackney Diamonds from Rolling Stones. And actually, one of the songs that we're talking about tonight was nominated for Best Metal Performance, Crown of Horns. Right. Probably not the song I would have chosen to be nominated from that album, but, whatever. But, the performances were great. Really awesome performances from, Chappell Roan, there's a really cool medley of like all the best new artists. So like it was cool to kind of showcase them in case you haven't heard of them. Some really cool performances of that. There was a Quincy Jones tribute that was really touching. They did like We Are the World, and like Will Smith talked about him, and they ended with.
Did he punch anybody?
He did not. No, he was very composed.
Yeah.
It was a very nice speech. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I wish it was shorter, and I wish there were less. Yeah. And Gaga actually premiered a new video during the commercials.
Oh yeah.
So
Now let me ask you this, because I know they do it every year when they do the montage of artists that have passed away in the year. Did they show like Jack Russell, and did they show the
John Sykes?
No.
They showed Toby Keith. I was zoning out during that part because it was Chris Martin from Coldplay on piano, and it's just like okay. But
who was that girl with the? I think it was the girl with the little pony, but it was huge.
Yeah, Chaperone, fantastic performance, awesome guitar.
Yeah, they're dancing with clowns.
Yeah, the rodeo.
The Pink
clowns.
Pony Club.
Right.
Fantastic. The guitar solos in that song are really good.
My wife was watching it, and I was out doing something
Chaperone's
else, and I
awesome.
just kept going.
One of my favorite albums of the year. She only won Best New Artist, but she was nominated for a bunch of stuff. Yeah. She's fantastic.
And didn't someone weird win like the country music?
It was Beyonce.
Beyonce.
And the reaction of her winning was really funny. She's like,
yeah.
Like,
wonder how much money that cost to pay her off to win.
And she won Album of the Year, and that was the very first time that she's ever won Album of the Year.
Oh.
But the two people in the country music was her, and the next one was Post Malone. I'm like, when did Post Malone release a country album?
Yeah, it's like, I was like, okay, that's weird that two of them are in there.
I'll tell you what, there's that Shambuzi or Zambuzi. Shambuzi.
Oh, yeah.
He played during the halftime on Thanksgiving Day at the Lions game.
He's good.
I thought it was really good. I even liked the song.
He was part of the Best New Artist medley.
Was it?
Because he was one of the nominees.
I was like, holy shit, this is. I think I actually put the song on my phone.
Yeah,
I thought it was really good.
I didn't recognize it.
All the Best New Artists, like
it was,
I knew maybe three of them going in. But then after that medley, I was like, yeah, I like them all.
Because his stage moves and shit were like a rapper dude, but he was like it was really good. I thought it was really good.
Did you watch
shocked.
the movie?
Yes.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I watched it to about 11:30 and I fell asleep.
I was
about 3.
I couldn't make it.
Those West Coasters, they don't care about the East Coast. No. It's like oh, it's only 8:00 there. And I'm like, well, it's my bedtime.
Well, Casey and I were like video chatting back and forth, and when Beyonce came on, I go, Beyonce wins this country music album, I'm going to lose my shit.
Yep,
and of course she won.
I thought I heard him yelling down there.
There goes the back door.
Well, see, the thing is about the Grammys and the Oscars and shit on the West Coast is that's how they get the revenge on us, because all the sporting stuff is earlier if it's on the West Coast for the East Coast people.
Yeah. Well,
you don't want to go to the Super Bowl at 4:00 and have the game started.
Yeah.
4:00 in the afternoon or whatever. But all right, BC. I forgot what the hell we were talking about. What do you got going? What are we listening to?
I was listening to Chapel Rome.
I was listening to
Beyonce's new
Beyonce's country album.
And, the country
Poor
album
Johnny Cash is rolling over in his grave.
Cowboy
Johnny
Carter.
Cash,
It's a good album. This ain't Texas. Ain't no Hold'em.
It ain't no Hold'em either.
I got the new DT today, so told you off the record because it's not released yet. Gave that a quick spin, and it was harder. DT, you got to sit down and really
absorb it.
You know, you say you'll probably only listen to one song, right?
I got
3 hours later. That's why he was,
an hour and a half later. But other than that, I guess it's a lot of these older albums getting ready for this week's episode. I mean, forgetting how much so hard it is.
And I think it's awesome too that BC actually really got what.
The oldest album is like 2006. 1998 is the oldest album that we're talking about tonight.
That's old.
The rest of these are like within the last decade. I don't know what you're talking about. These are all new albums.
A lot of them are this year's, and they're the last like two albums.
But most of them are from classic bands.
Classic bands.
So what I say,
I'll give you that.
I'm happy that BC actually got a vinyl copy of a record that is coming out, and he got it before it was actually release date.
Yeah.
Which is like almost unheard of.
I got the shipping date. It was saying February 10th. I'm like, then I got to update it on February 8th. I'm like, okay, getting closer. And then I go to Steve. I said, if it's not here by Wednesday, I'd be shocked because it was in Ohio. I was like,
that's what I told him. I said you can fucking drive out there and back and get it yourself.
Yeah.
Then I woke up today and there was a thing saying arriving early.
Out for delivery.
Yeah, woo!
I'm like, duh.
Greatest words in the human language.
Absolutely. What do you got, BB?
Yeah, I'm really stoked. I finally found, even though it's a bootleg, it's the copy of Van Halen's Live Without a Net on vinyl. I have been playing the shit out of that and riding my little stationary bike. Great album. I don't know why it was ever not released on any other platform besides VHS and DVD. Just a great show. Great show. Songs are great. Production on it is really, really good. Yeah, super stoked I found it.
Is there even? I don't even know if there's even an official DVD of it. Is there? I think the only official thing is the VHS, isn't it? I don't remember. I don't think I
thought the
remember
DVD was official
Was
because
it?
then there's
Okay.
also what's the big one? The Blu-rays, the Beta
The
rays,
laser disc.
There's a laser disc one too.
I've seen that.
Oh.
I didn't know.
But
it
I
was
don't know.
DVD.
I've never seen a DVD because I would
An
have
actual-
bought it.
Yeah, I never actually seen them either.
Could be unofficial.
Well, it could be. It could be.
I rented that fucking VHS.
Yeah.
I must have watched that 100 fucking.
I still
times.
have mine. I think I actually have two of them.
He still has his from Blockbuster. That's why they closed. BB never returned his Van Halen tape. And then when he returned shit, he didn't fucking rewind it either.
Be kind, rewind.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm sorry.
It says it right on it.
I swear to God, I just said that to your mother the other day.
What was that one on Church Street? That little tiny video up by the Carbon News.
Oh, I
Used
don't
to be a
know.
video store there.
Well, remember the one
We used to go
next
in
to
there
the
and get
Washington School? Used to be one.
Yeah, we used
Yeah.
to go in there and get the Van Halen.
Jody Prinzell had that one. All right, I forget. I don't know. There were so many goddamn little videos,
Yeah, like
video
Hollywood
stores everywhere.
Video and-
Yeah. All right. So that's well for me actually. Finally got the new Halloween album on vinyl. Finally came in. I picked that up the other day. Spun it. Friggin' absolutely fucking fantastic. So I got on a little live kick. So I spun the new Skid Row live in London. Really enjoyed that, and I put on some of Poonie's favorite, a little Saxon. Little Eagle Has Landed. Classic fucking album. So that's what we got going. Halloween, Skid Row, Saxon live for me. Little New Dream Theater for BC. VH Live Without a Net for BB. I gotta see if I can get that too.
DVD 1987. I don't know.
How about that?
I don't know.
Really? I never
Sometimes eBay doesn't lie, but
I
who
don't
knows?
know, but I think that's the year that it came out though.
Yeah, so it is.
out.
There is a DVD version of it. That's what I'm saying.
Let me see that.
It's back when DVDs
It's
cost
got a
$40.
barcode on it. All right. I just never. I didn't think it was a thing. I thought it was just VHS. Anyway, cool. And Dylan watched the Grammys.
Yep.
So he reported back to us for. I heard of a couple things in it.
I used to live tweet the award shows. God, I don't miss those days.
All right. At this point, I'm turning the show over to BC and BB, aka the Killer Bees. So they're gonna do the album battles. I don't know what order we're doing them in. I don't know who's doing what. And I just want to say that thank you to Brad Rustoven. He is our tiebreaker for this episode. I hit him up with that maybe a month or soon when we decided to do this because I think we had Poonie do a tiebreaker, and we had some. I forget who we had for the last one.
We had a couple.
I apologize.
Couple people.
And so Brad is our tiebreaker, which his votes are going to count also. Dylan's going to tally them up, and I'm going to sit here and cry. So
Why are you crying?
Take it
One
away.
of your favorite bands is we're talking
because I
about.
have to choose.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get you.
Yeah, this was a quick concept one night of after being here after hours of recording and having a couple too many beers and hey, let's do an album battle of. We tried to kind of keep their latest album and their next previous album, kind of combine it, and some of these, I think 3 out of the 4 actually worked pretty good. I was surprised how it fell in.
It worked out good track wise.
Yeah.
There was just
Track-wise.
one that was like a little instrumental that was against something else.
Yeah, other than that, there's
Everything matched up pretty
middle
good.
lower tunes matched
Yeah,
up.
you didn't have to get any bonus tracks like we sometimes do, or excise any tracks.
Yep.
Right. So let's just do it in alphabetical order, BC. What do you think? We'll start off with Accept.
Keep it simple, right?
Yeah, right. All right, we'll start with the album Accept. From the year 2021, we have Too Mean to Die and their recent album of last year, Humanoid. So this is going to be a fun one because I think this may be a close split here. But let's start off with battle number 1. I think we got 96 battles. I think there's 96 songs tonight. So
It's over 6 hours of music.
I'll go
tons of music.
I'll go through them quick. I'll try to. So off of Too Mean to Die, song number 1 is Zombie Apocalypse. And off of Humanoid is Driving into Sin. I'll just go on this one. I picked Zombie Apocalypse. I think it's a fast rocker right out of the gate. I think Driving into Sin is just a little bit slower, not the greatest opener of this album for me. So we got one for Zombie Apocalypse. Righty.
I'm also going Zombie Apocalypse. I love Diving into Sin too, but Zombie Apocalypse, we saw them play it the first time ever live down at Penn's Peak, and it's just more of a killer rocking open. I think they opened with that on the Monsters of Rock cruise too. I'm going Zombie. Right. Zombies.
Dylan.
I am going to have to disagree. I go with Diving into Sin. For me, except I always go with the background gang vocals, and the Diving into Sin is what catches me of these two songs. Whereas Zombie Apocalypse is really good, but the chorus doesn't hit me as much as the chorus of Diving into Sin.
I do like that.
Yeah.
The chorus on it.
All right, BC, what you got?
I again sided with Dylan with Diving into Sin. I
Really?
There's certain things that stick out for me, and I agree. The vocals, the back end vocals, always catch me. This album was very close.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have flipped the coin for most of them.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank God Righty reached out to our buddy Brad Rustoven. He is going to be our tie-breaking pick for tonight. So, what did he actually have for the two opening tracks, BC?
He had Zombie
Apocalypse.
Yeah,
all right.
Brad.
Well, then there's your winner.
3-2.
Close one, right off the gate.
Yeah.
I think that might be an indicator for the rest of this battle. If I know everybody like I do.
All right, song number 2, off of Too Mean to Die, the title track Too Mean to Die, and off of Humanoid, the title track Humanoid. So we got the two title tracks going on. I'll just keep the same order for this one, make it easier on everybody. I picked Too Mean to Die. I think this was another fast rocker, 1-2 punch off of Too Mean to Die. The drums in it for me just killer. I think it blows the Humanoid's drumming away for sure.
Christopher Williams.
Righty, what do you think?
I'm still in the BB camp. I'm going Too Mean to Die. I like the I do like the 1-2 punch of the just it stays the tempo stays where I like it.
Right. Dylan.
This one I'm agreeing with you both.
Okay.
I think that first off, I love when title tracks go up against title tracks. Nothing satisfies me more than when that happens. Yeah, Too Mean to Die I think is a really great follow-up to Zombie Apocalypse.
Nice. Well, BC, even though your vote really doesn't matter, we'll still ask you who you voted for.
I'm rocking the vote, god damn it. I gotta go with Too Mean to Die too, because that's just, to me, that's a little bit more of a killer track, in my opinion, than Humanoid. More like
It is. It's
more
just rocking.
more mean.
Okay.
What did Brad have?
Red Hat, Too Mean to Die.
All
It's
right.
a sweep.
So
Okay.
we're gonna copy off the Asylum podcast. If we get one, if it's a sweep, we'll call it a goocher. We'll copy off of that.
The
for that.
goocher.
So we got one goocher.
What did I forgot to ask because we didn't need Rob's pick, but what was his pick?
Brad.
I mean Brad. Yeah, I'm still from.
It was
last
Rob. It was Rob that did it, the tiebreaker last time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What did Brad have for the first one?
Zombie.
You
Did
think
he?
it's Zombie
Oh, okay.
Apocalypse.
That's why.
That's why they
he was the
won,
tiebreaker. I'm
It was
sorry.
the tiebreaker that.
Gotcha. All right, song number 3. Off of Too Mean to Die, we have Overnight Sensation. And off of Humanoid, we have Frankenstein. I have a star by this one. So this was one of the songs that I thought were very close. They're just too close for me to pick. So I either go in like, oh, maybe this solo's a little bit better or something. I just picked Frankenstein because it's a little bit heavier, but both songs got the woes and the yeahs in there. It's super close. And I think it was more of a factor of like a guilt thing because I didn't vote from anything from Humanoid yet. I'm like,
He felt
all
bad
right,
for Humanoid.
I'll throw Frankenstein a bone. So I have Frankenstein. How about you, Righty?
I went Frankenstein also because it's got the the whoa.
Woes
Yeah,
and haze and-
I'm a sucker for that. Overnight Sensation is great too, and I like how that. Except in the last couple albums, they've kind of had some songs that are about like social media. I like how they bring that out, and I don't know if I ever you'll hear something here and there, but like they really do that well, I think. But Frankenstein is because actually we saw the live debut of that too. The first time they played that was on Monsters of Rock Cruise in Studio B.
Dylan.
It's funny that you mentioned the social media because that was the reason why I voted for Frankenstein. Because I like the lyrics better on the Frankenstein song than Overnight Sensation. But they're both great, like, musically.
Yeah.
Really great songs, so I had to go Frankenstein in this one.
I thought you were going to go Overnight Sensation because of the background, because of the chorus.
I like that's what I mean. Like, this was the closest battle for me so far. Where, like, I really like the chorus, but, like, every time a Frankenstein narrative comes up, I'm on board, so.
No. BC.
I'm going old school with Overnight Sensation.
Woohoo! Out on his own.
First time I heard that, love it. Go with Brad.
Go, Brad.
Yeah.
Brad had Overnight Sensation.
Okay, close one.
All right, Frankenstein. The wiener.
The Frankensteiner.
Okay. Song number 4 off Too Mean to Die, we have No One Matters. And
No
off
One's
of
Master.
No One's Master. Thank you, Dylan. And off of Humanoid, I have Man Up. My pick, No One Matters.
No One's Master.
No
One's master.
No One's Master.
You want to say man?
Nothing else matters is Metallica.
You got Metallica on the brain.
No one's master.
All right. I picked No One's Master. Jesus Christ. I'm not even close to even a half of a beer gone, and I can't even read. I picked that song. I think it has more meat and potatoes to the song. The solo blows the other solo away for sure. Righty, what'd you have for this one?
I also have No One's Master.
Why is it so easy for you to say?
I love the no one slave. I freaking love that. Man Up is great too. It's just a little less rocket for me, but it's got that cool man up, man up. I like it, but I love No One's Master.
Dylan.
Yeah, the call and response for No One's Master with the No One's Slave is what gets me for that song. There's another song later on down the list here that has a similar kind of call and response that, like, when they do, like, the main vocals and then the background vocals back and forth, that's accepted at its best.
BC.
I went with Man Up because it has the classic backing vocals. I love group vocals, but except there's like the Viking group vocals.
Extra group.
Extra group.
All right, what did Brad have for that one?
Brad had Man Up.
I think you and Brad are just copying off each other.
we like
Simpatico.
And I just want to throw it out there. I told these guys, Brad had sent me his picks on Monday, and he emailed them to me. I printed them out. I got them off the printer, folded them up, put them in my coat. I did not want to look at them. I wanted to be surprised what Brad picked, and that's why BC's he's the master of the list.
The Brad Whisperer.
All right, song number 5 off of Too Mean to Die, The Undertaker. Again, song number 5 off Humanoid, The Reckoning. I picked The Reckoning off of Humanoid. I think this song has a lot nicer grindage to it. There's some cool background vocals. I think it's a little bit better for me than The Undertaker. But, ready.
I have The Reckoning. Although The Undertaker is my favorite wrestler of all time. Awesome. But The Reckoning, this is what they're opening their shows with on this tour. And absolutely fucking fantastic song. I wish that this opened the album.
That would be really cool. Dylan.
This is the reckoning. I think it's the best song on the album, on Humanoid for me.
Do you really?
Yeah, I really like the reckoning. The Undertaker's great though, but yeah, the reckoning is just has that like to it. Whereas the Undertaker is a little bit of like slower but like that. I mean, it works for the song, but like I like when Accept does the rock.
When Accept does Accept.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, BC.
Thank you, Andy Sneap.
I'm a WWF guy, so I went with the Undertaker. Just
The WWE now.
the
The
drum.
Worldwide Wildlife Federation?
Yeah, it's the World Wildlife Federation.
Wildlife Entertainment group, but I just love the drums that song, large or small.
BC, I just want to ask you. So far, we've gone through 5 songs, and Steve and I have the same exact picks. Are you listening to the same music that we're listening to?
Yes.
Because I think you're like one for 4. I just want to make sure.
Your batting average is not great.
And Brad went with the Undertaker.
See, once again, I think you guys are just copying
at
off
least
me.
Maybe they collaborated.
At least 2 of us are listeners right now.
Maybe they collaborated. Come on, Brad.
All right, The Reckoning wins. Our next song, in the 6th spot, off of Too Mean to Die, Sucks to Be You. And off of Humanoid, Nobody Gets Out Alive. A star by this one. This could have went either way for me. Both songs are very similar. I picked Sucks to Be You just because the chorus is catchier. Righty.
I went Sucks to Be You. Sucks to Be You. Nobody Gets Out Alive does not catch me. It's one of my least favorite songs on the album.
Dylan.
I also went with Sucks to Be You. I don't want to seem like I'm copying, but it's like, yeah, that chorus is just so good. And it was one of the tracks that, like, the first time I listened to this album was one that stuck with me. That, like, when I was listening to it again today, I'm like looking through the track list, I'm like, oh, I remember that one. And, yeah, that was one of those tracks.
Gotcha. BC.
Sucks to be you.
Finally, you picked the right one.
Actually, when I spoke with Mark Tornello on the Monsters Rock Cruise last year, I spoke with him, for probably about a half an hour, and I said how much I had enjoyed the new music. And Frankenstein and Sucks to Be You are the 2 songs that he mentioned to me by name. Wait till you hear these 2 songs.
Oh. See? Nice.
And,
Hey, what did Brad have?
Brad had Sucks to Be You.
Well, there you go, Righty.
There it is, another one.
It's about time, Brad. Another Goocher?
Another Goocher.
All right. I'll keep track of the Goochers.
Okay, that's 2 Goochers.
Yep. Both for Too Mean to Die.
All right, in the 7th spot, off of Too Mean to Die, Symphony of Pain. Again, song number 7 off of Humanoid, Revenges of Time.
Ravages.
Ravages of Time.
We're going to have to get an interpreter for BB.
Man, oh man, I gotta.
That's it.
Yeah, no more beer. You're cut off.
Yeah.
Don't go get the Gatorade.
More beers.
No more beers.
Oh no. This one I picked Symphony of Pain because I can't say the others. No. I thought this was an easy one. The Revenges of Time is just too slow for me. At least till the end, it picks up a little bit. But Ravages.
Like
of
savages.
Time.
I was
Ravages.
only kidding.
You gave it back to him.
Righty, what did you pick?
by a country mile, Symphony of Pain, Ravages of Time. I'm not a huge fan of the ballady type, except.
Yeah. Dylan.
Yep, I put Rock Rover Ballad, Symphony of Pain.
BC.
I went with the rocker core, Symphony of Pain. Ravages of Time. Lyrically pretty cool, but musically it just it did have nothing to back it up.
Doesn't have that acceptance to it.
And then Brad went with Symphony of Pain.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Righty.
Another Goocher.
Another Goocher.
Okay. Song number 8 off of Too Mean to Die. The Best Is Yet to Come against Unbreakable off of Humanoid. I picked Unbreakable off of Humanoid. I think just the beginning half of The Best Is Yet to Come is just too slow, and it doesn't fit that accept, thing that you want to hear. It's just a little weird for me. Ready?
Well, I will say there's going to be a way, way, way fucking better song tonight with this Best Is Yet to Come title. So I am therefore going with Unbreakable. Because once again, the ballady, except nada. Nah, I'm good. Sorry, kids.
Meh.
Meh. Big meh. Extra meh.
So we have a Scorpion song versus an M. Night Shyamalan movie. I'm going with the Shyamalan movie. I yet again wrote rocker over ballad, Unbreakable.
Okay. BC.
Like the track War before it, I went with Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
And Brad went with The Best Is Yet to Come.
Wow.
Did he really? Brad, what the fuck?
Ruin the Goocher.
Because he does it on his thing. What the fuck?
All right. In the 9 spot. Off of Too Mean to Die. How Do We Sleep? Off of the Humanoid album Mind Games. Another tough one for me. I starred this one, so this one could have went either way. I picked How Do You Sleep? I just thought the tempo was a little bit better. Righty.
Yeah, for me, and this one was probably one of the toughest ones on this album to pick for me. I'm going with How Do You Sleep? How Do We Sleep? Pretty much for the same reason BB did. I just don't like the mind games. I don't. It just doesn't hit me right.
Dylan.
Yeah, I also went with How Do We Sleep. I swear I'm not copying off you.
I think we have all the same so far.
No,
we had one different. We had one different.
The first track I
Yeah, that's
but,
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you dropped the ball on that one.
No, Diving Into Sin's great, but yeah, How Do We Sleep?
That mean sin is great. But
Diving
Zombie
Into
style.
Sin.
BC.
I'm going Mind Games. I gotta flip the coin.
Mind games.
I just want to let you know your vote doesn't matter anyway.
Mind games.
But it's still his vote, though.
We're still
My
going to
vote will be heard!
When you guys leave tonight, you're going to get an I voted sticker.
I vote a sticker.
And what did Mr. Brad Restoven have?
He said, how does he sleep?
Okay.
Good job, Brad. BC was the outlier on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
BC
Him and
stands
Brad
alone.
must have got together on that one.
Yeah.
The C in BC stands for cheese because the cheese stands alone.
That's right, baby.
All right. Song number 10 off the To Mean to Die, Not My Problem, off of Humanoid. Song number 10, Straight Up Jack. I went with Not My Problem off of To Mean to Die. I think the guitar grindage is a lot better, and the drums are a lot crisper, louder, and out front. Righty.
Yeah, not my problem, too. Straight Up Jack is great. I do enjoy a little Straight Up Jack every now and then. But the not my problem, that's the acceptness of it.
Yeah. Dylan.
Yep, this was the track I was talking about with like the call and response, like of the "It's not my problem, not my problem." Like, oh, so good. It's my favorite track off "Too Mean to Die," and Straight Up Jack kind of reminds me more of an AC/DC song than like an Accept song. Like it has that AC/DC groove to it and like subject matter. So like, you know, even if it wasn't up against "Not My Problem," I don't know if I would have voted for that over something else because it's not very Accept compared to everything else.
She's got Straight Up Jack.
Like, it just feels like it could have been like a Brian Johnson AC/DC song. I don't know.
All right.
BC.
I'm a lover of Jack Daniels, so I went with Straight Up Jack.
Straight Up Jack on the rocks.
And Brad went with Not My Problem.
BC, that's 2 in a row. You're out on your own. All right. You're ruining the Goochers here.
Another outlier. 2 in a row.
2 in a
isn't it?
row.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, keep drinking. Maybe your answers will change. Maybe I'll read better. Maybe your answers will change.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah. All right, and the closers. Song number 11 off of To Mean to Die, Samson and Delilah. Off of Humanoid, South Side of Hell. And actually, the Samson and Delilah is an instrumental, but it does have some heaviness to it. It's almost like heavy Snake Charmer music, and I don't know if it's because of the album cover.
Well, it's the year of the snake.
Whoa! So
Called
snake.
The snake versus the android.
But I went with South Side of Hell, just because it was a song. But But the guitar sound of that one brings me back to the Harpo days. I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah?
But it just some of those guitar tones. I'm like, boy, that sounds like Chris from Harpo. But yeah, Southside from Hell for me.
All right, on this one, if there could be a tie on this album, this would be the tie for me because I love how the Samson Delight kind of fades in like that.
Yeah.
Like the fades in. I love it. But I'm just going with Southside Hell because it's not an instrumental. Not that I have anything against instrumentals, but if I have to choose between two of them, it's really got to be fucking killer.
I think they're both great closers.
Oh, absolutely.
I went with Southside of Hell as well, just because I really liked that song. I thought it was a really kind of great epic ender for Accept. But
I think that Southside of Hell could have been on like Blood of the Nations or Stalingrad. It kind of, I don't know if it's even fair to say it harkens back to old new Accept. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it does feel like it could have been plucked off of one of those two.
Yeah.
Both great enders though.
BC, what'd you vote for?
I voted for Southside of Hell.
So the wrong side of heaven, the righteous side of hell. Is that the Five Finger Death Punch?
Five Finger Death Punch. Same reason with BB. The guitar gets stood out a little bit. Mm-hmm. And Brad had Samson and Delilah.
Okay.
Outlier on that one.
Yeah.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing?
And there we go. So we have our winner, BC. Too Mean to Die. 7 with Humanoid 4. I think it's pretty good.
That's exactly how mine came out.
I know. If I filled out a football ticket, I got them all right.
Mine was 6-5.
Yeah, mine was also 6-5. I was a little closer, but Too Mean to Die was still edging it out on my list.
And I tell you what, and I can honestly put on either album and just let it play through with no problem.
Oh, God, yeah.
There's not a skipper.
We've said it before, but Accept hasn't missed since Blood of the Nations.
No. They've had Andy Sneap since Blood of the Nations.
Yeah. And it's not the only Andy Sneap albums we'll be talking about tonight.
It is not. They are not.
Yeah, there might be a few more.
All right, there we go.
That was our first battle of the night. Little Accept. So our next battle is going to be the mighty Judas Priest with their 2018 album Firepower versus the 2024 album Invincible Shield. All right, so first battle will be, of course, the title track off of Firepower with Firepower. I mean, when this came out, I just thought, this is the Priest that I go to. Heavy, in your face. Versus Invisible Shield's opening track, Panic Attack. Which another very Rob Halford screaming vocals. The high-pitched vocals, I should say. But I went with Firepower.
Are you sure?
It's here somewhere.
You didn't pick Panic Attack? That's a Dream Theater song. Come on.
I'm sure Priest is better.
It's a really good Dream Theater song. It's
definitely shorter.
Yeah.
No, it is. It is.
All right, Dylan.
Oh, so you voted for Firepower?
Yes.
Okay. This was a tough one right off the gate for me. I really like Firepower as an opening song, but I feel like Panic Attack is such a more dynamic opener, because it has like the fade up with the kind of turbo inspired like electric drums and like the cool guitar, and then it goes into the grindage. I think that Panic Attack really kind of showcases a really good range for the band, whereas Firepower was a really good straight up rocker, but for me, Panic Attack I think takes it on this one.
All right, Steve.
All right. I remember when Firepower album came out. We were like, "What the fuck? This is fucking awesome!" It was. I didn't want to say it was our. Was it our first?
It was our first
podcast album of the year.
It was that, or it was the Rods album.
It was one of them two, but we were like, "Holy fuck!"
Whichever one came out first.
Fantastic, great opener. But just for the painkiller ishness of Panic Attack, the Panic Attack. I gotta go with Panic Attack. The solos, and it really harkens back to Painkiller, but it's not Painkiller.
Yeah.
Because you get the extra solos, and then when you think the solo's over, it just rips into another one. Absolutely killer.
That cool time change in the middle.
Yeah. I mean, and Firepower is fantastic. You know, these two albums are.
All right, BB.
Yeah, I went with Firepower. I think right out of the gate, that first note, it just fucking punches you right in the face. Compared to Panic Attack, it just takes a little bit. But like Steve said, these two were very close. Yeah, right out of the gate, Firepower for me.
All right, and Brad had down Panic Attack.
The tiebreaker.
So that went to Panic Attack. All right, track 2 off of Firepower was Lightning Strike, which is another heavy Judas Priest song in your face. First, one of Steve's iconic songs from Priest, The Serpent and the King. Serpent and the King. I went with The Serpent and the King. Just, I mean, this is just like, except these two albums are very tough.
Close.
Tough. I mean, it was something that just caught my ear that a little bit more than the other song is what made me go either way or whatever way it went. Dylan.
I went with Lightning Strike. For me, it's I mean, Serpent and the King's a great song, but like for me, Lightning Strike, I love the like the drums in the chorus of the like and then like during the those are great, but then like the going into the solo is one of my favorite Judas Priest, like and then the like the kind of scale up to the solo. Oh, every time I like, it's one of those moments where like it's one that I wait for like whenever I listen. So I had to go with Lightning Strike on that one.
Steve.
All right, this is where it gets difficult for me. When we did these and I'm like
This is where it gets real.
What the fuck? Love Lightning Strike, but I've sing Serpent and the King 1,000 fucking times this year. I got to go with the Serpent. It's painful to not vote for Lightning Strike though. Very fucking painful.
All right, BB, what do you got first?
I also went with Serpent and the King. I love how that half a step faster Rob sings this song. It's like fast Priest. Love it. Yeah. Serpent and the King.
I do love the end of the chorus with the like the kind of like weird syncopation with it is interesting.
All right, Dylan will not be alone.
Good.
Brad picked Lightning Strike.
That's right, Brad. We're flying the banner.
I can't go against anybody that voted for Lightning Strike either though.
It's just
they're both great track 2s. Like the track 1 and 2s for both these albums, all timer Priest songs.
Flip the beer cap.
I know.
That's what these albums are.
Who won that? Who won that one? Lightning Strike?
Serpent.
Serpent and the King.
3-2. 3-2. All right, off to our next one. Off of Firepower's Evil Never Dies versus off of Invincible Shield, the title track, Invincible Shield. I went with Invincible Shield. Just musically, it just grabs me that little bit more. I mean, these albums are neck and neck. Dylan.
Evil never dies. It's such a good song, and he gets so high up at the end there. Invincible Shield's great too, but I had to go with Evil Never Dies on this one.
All right, Steve.
All right, this was another tearjerker for me. Invincible Shield is friggin' like, I listened to that today. I'm like, fuck, and then like Evil Never. I'm like, I will go with Evil Never Dies though, because I just love the part in the solo where it goes with that fast picking. I'm like, holy fuck! I'm like, that's what turns it for me is that fast picking part of the solo. The devil's down in Georgia, and I like how I love the vocal cadence in this one too. But Invincible Shield is straight up friggin' balls out rocker though. Ugh, painful
All right,
decision.
BB, what do you have?
BC, I'm picking what you picked. Invincible Shield.
Oh.
I think there's I don't know if it's one of the verses in Evil Never Dies. It's just a little bit. It's like slowed down a little bit, and I think that was just a factor of which one I picked. You know what I mean? It's all right. Well, it just gets slower, but I think the Invincible Shield solo is a little bit longer too. But yeah, Invincible Shield.
All right, we got into the tiebreaker, Brad, with Evil Never Dies.
Nice. There we go.
Good job, Brad.
The first point for Firepower.
Firepower's on a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. All righty.
Evil dies tonight.
Our battle 4 of these would be Firepower with Never the Heroes versus Invisible Shield's Devil in Disguise. I personally went Devil in Disguise because to me it's more heavier Priest, where Never the Heroes, again, a great song, just more more radio-ish, if that's a word for Priest.
It's the melodic chorus in that song.
Melodic chorus.
It's that melodic chorus that does to them.
Yeah.
Where at least
It's good.
Devil in Disguise gets heavier. All right, Dylan.
I agree with you for the first time this battle, BC. Devil in Disguise, I like the groove of it better than, like you were saying, like the kind of radio friendliness of the chorus of Never the Heroes. That was never one of my favorite tracks off Firepower, but Devil in Disguise has got like a cool groove to it that's a little different.
Yes, Steve.
Yeah, Devil in Disguise for me, definitely. The Heroes Never the Heroes. I'm sorry. Really good song, but I like the more rockiness of the Devil in Disguise. I think it's cool.
DB.
I also went with a Devil in Disguise.
Whoa.
I think Never the Heroes just takes a little bit longer to get going compared to this one. That like the first note, almost like Firepower. Pedals right on the floor. You're already rocking first note.
Okay, let's see what Brad had on his. He had Never the Heroes. Brad likes that chorus.
Preventing all the sweeps.
See, there was no sweep there.
Sweep killer.
Sweet killer. Alrighty. Our fifth battle off of Firepower will be Necromancer versus of Invincible Shield's Gates of Hell. This could have been a few different ways, but I went with Gates of Hell. Maybe the title track. The title of the track is more catching in my ear. I can pronounce it better than the other one. But again, these are coin flips for me. I'm gonna go with Dylan.
I went with Necromancer. Like it's a real nice heavy rocker after Never the Heroes. So that was my vote.
All right, Steve.
All right. I think Gates of Hell is really, really, really super good, but I think Necromancer is fucking great. I think that's great, and I think that was one that Steve and Michael didn't like. I think when we did the
somebody
the
didn't
Priest
like
draft or something like that. I'm like, what?
I don't know why you like that, right?
Son would say, because you're a dumbass.
It's not in my bang zone.
It is not his bang zone.
No.
What is it? Okay.
I also, like the Wrights here, I'm following up with Necromancer. The chorus is so much better. There's more chug to it. Great song off of Firepower.
We're agreeing too much tonight, BB. I hope you realize that, right?
Yeah. I'm getting a little nervous.
Let's see what Brad had. Necromancer down. So that's another 4-1.
Did you pick Gates of Hell?
He did.
I did.
Well, that's like the sixth Goocher you screwed up tonight. Boy, oh boy.
I'm the Goocher Killer! Alrighty.
Goocher Killer.
Killer. All right. Battle 6 off of Firepower will be Children of the Sun. And off of Invincible Shield to be Crown of Horns.
The Grammy-nominated Crown of Horns.
Grammy-nominated Crown of Horns.
And then let's go over my list here. I went with Children of the Sun by a hair. Again, I was torn with this one. Whatever made me lean that way, I can't tell you. Dylan.
These are two songs that I don't love on the album. I went with Crown of Horns this go through, but I either one I could kind of take or leave. So,
Alrighty, Steve.
I got Children of the Sun on this one. It's they're and I'm kind of with Dylan there. I don't love either one of these. I like them. I think Crown of Horns is a little too poppy. I think
I think for me,
you're pandering to the Grammys.
I like the chorus of Crown of Horns, but the heavy is the crown of all. Like it's, I don't know, it feels better than Children
that's the part that
of the sun.
it's got the.
You know, it's, I don't know.
I go with the Grindage BC.
Grindage. BB, do you like Grindage?
I do, but I picked Crown of Horns.
There he is.
Because the second solo puts Crown of Horns over the top for
Second
me.
solo was fantastic.
Yeah, this was starred for me, and I had to find a reason to pick one or the other. And the second solo in that one is...
We got a tie.
Uh-oh.
We are in a tie. We're going to the pit. Brad has down Children of the Sun.
Yeah, Brad.
Brad's not for
Brad
the
for the
Grammys.
win. He was pissed off about Beyonce. Beyonce beat out Priest for best metal performance.
I mean, Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull beat Metallica, right?
Metallica, yeah. All right, battle number 7 is going to be a firepower with Guardians versus Invincible Shields as God is my witness. Let's go to my list here. I went, again, leaning towards as God is my witness off of Invisible Shield. Again, these are flip coins for me. I've listened to these albums over and over and over. And tennis match. Dylan.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's tough because Guardians is really a glorified intro to Rising from Ruins. So, you know, I went with this. God's my witness.
Yeah, same reason for me. Yeah, Guardians is pretty much a fucking intro. But God is my witness is great. I think it's excellent.
All right, so BB.
Ditto.
Okay. Do we have
Come on, Brad.
Do we have a sweep? Oh, we do have a sweep.
Yeah, I was gonna say
First future.
If we can't get a sweep for
For
an intro versus a full song, I don't know what's going on.
Alrighty. Battle number 8 is going to be Rising from Ruins. First, Trial by Fire off Invincible Shield. I went Rising from the Ruins. Again, flip coins for me. These albums are so tight to me. Something grabs my ear a little bit more with the Trial by Rising from the Ruins. Sorry. All right, Dylan.
I went with Trial by Fire.
Trial by fire. One of the shittiest Kiss songs
Yeah,
fucking
but
out there.
it's a great Judas Priest song. So.
I know.
All right, Steve.
I'm going Trial by Fire.
Uh-oh.
Finally, a good fucking song by that name. But Rising from Ruins is okay. It's one of them that I'm just like
a mid-tempo,
okay on
yeah.
Firepower. Not a skipper, but not a favorite. Trial by Fire.
All right. BB.
Trial by Fire.
Oh!
Rising from Ruins, that song, it's kind of flatlined for me. It just kind of has like one like steady tempo riff sound.
Battle number 9 off of Fire.
Oh, so Brad voted for Trial by Fire?
He did.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Was that a Goocher?
No.
No.
Who voted for Thing?
The Goocher Killer.
What do you think?
I'm the killer! I'm the Goocher! All right, we're going to battle number 9 with off of Firepower with Flamethrower. First, Invisible Shields, Escape from Reality. I have to go with Flamethrower, just musically angry. I like it. It's Priest.
Yeah, you gotta go with the flamethrower. It's such an interesting, like, kind of step up in that chorus that I enjoy. So,
Steve.
Give me flames, baby. Give me flames. Give me flames. Escape from Reality is really good too. I gave that an extra listen today just to solidify my pick, and it didn't win by a whole lot, but flamethrower. I do like how that goes. That chorus just goes up.
BB.
Flamethrower.
Oh!
Chugging riff reminds me of old classic Priest.
Okay, are we going for a Goocher? Brad has down Escape from Reality. He said there will not be no.
Get back to reality, Brad.
boy, that just smarts.
Alrighty, we're going to battle number 10 off these albums. Off of Firepower, Spectre, and Sons of Thunder off Invincible Shield. And I picked Sons of Thunder. Musically, that grabbed me a little bit more. Not by much. Dylan.
Sons of Thunder is a great one, but Spectre is my favorite track off of Firepower, so I gotta go with Spectre. Trapped inside the mind of the Spectre. And then like the pickup in the middle for the solo. Oh,
Tempo changes.
amazing song. A great like kind of a Ripper sequel of sorts.
I'm sticking with my boy Spectre.
Oh.
Freaking love it. And it's funny too because like when I type this shit out like Spectre, it comes up as it's misspelled.
Yeah.
It's like from the James Bond.
Yep. Yeah, because Spectre like is ER is like the
What
ghost.
are you thinking, baby?
I had this one started. It went either way. I picked Sons of Thunder.
Sons of Thunder.
I thought, I don't know, I thought there were little cheese parts in the
That's what I love
Spectre.
about it.
You know what I mean?
All right, we're going to tie.
Kills to heal himself.
We're going to tie, so we got to go to Brad to get us over the top here. And Brad has Sons of Thunder.
Yeah, I figured.
So Sons of Thunder what?
Sons of Thunder
Yes,
one. Yeah.
Sons of
Those are the only ones who
Thunder.
vote for Spectre.
All right. Battle 11 off this album. Firepower's Trader's Gate versus Giants in the Sky off Invincible Shield. I went with Trader's Gate. Again, these are coin flips for me, these two albums.
Yeah, I agree with you. Trader's Gate. It's a nice heavy song. If you don't like the cheese of Spectre, then you'll be back in the album with Trader's Gate. Like that song is super heavy.
All right, Steve.
Oh, Trader's Gate, one of my favorite songs on the album. I think it's fucking fantastic. Giants in the Sky is fantastic too,
good.
but Trader's Gate was always I was like Spectre, Trader's Gate were always like two great like deeper tracks in the album for me.
And Flamethrower.
And Giants in the Sky is freaking fantastic. Yeah, that three in a row: Flamethrower, Spectre, Trader's Gate, fucking fantastic. Giants in the Sky is really good too.
Yeah.
That's the tribute to all the passed on rock guys.
BB.
Trader's Gate.
Oh!
The chorus is just heavier. Love it.
I'm not getting my hopes up, but come on, Brad.
And Brad's going to go his way and say Trader's Gate.
Okay, good.
That
There we
Goocher?
go.
That is
It's
a
a
Goocher.
Goocher.
Second
The
Goocher for
second
Priest.
one.
All right, we're going to track 12 off these albums. Firepower's No Surrender versus Invincible Shield's Fight for Your Life. And I went with No Surrender off Invincible Shield. I'm sorry, Firepower. Blech. I'm confusing myself, god damn it. Dylan, what do you have for us?
These were close for me. I went with Fight for Your Life. I think it hit me a little better on this listen through than No Surrender, but I still like the chorus of No Surrender. The "When I feel my heart's on fire," it's a nice sing along chorus, but I like Fight for Your Life.
Steve.
Yeah.
Fight for
This
Your
is a
Life.
tough one for me. I'm gonna go with No Surrender. Just for the sheer fact that I'm more familiar with it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
BB.
I'm copying off Dylan. I went Fight for Your Life. There's like a weird Judas Priest funk to that song. I don't know what it is. It's totally different, and I really love that.
Here we are, tie again, people.
That's Brad got.
Okay, we're going to the pit. Let's see what Brad got. Brad has No Surrender.
Yeah, Brad.
Yeah, that's one that I don't fault anybody for.
No, that would no, not at all. Like I said, I just picked it because I'm a little more familiar, like a lot more familiar with it. But that familiarity kind of pushed it over the top for me.
All right. Battle 13 off these albums with Firepower's Lone Wolf versus Invisible Shield's Vicious Circle. I have to go with the Vicious Circle. I guess musically that grabbed me by a hair more. Dylan.
I went with Lone Wolf.
Yes. Dylan says, I know.
The back half of like these last couple songs like don't stick in my head as much as a lot of the earlier album, but I like Lone Wolf a little better.
Steve.
I go Vicious Circle on this one. I'm not a huge fan of Lone Wolf. I don't. There's something about that song that just does not grab me at all.
You're,
Not a skipper, but
you're a pack man. You don't like
Leader of the
lone wolves.
pack.
Are you going to tie it up?
I am.
Yep.
I pick Lone Wolf. I think the song is. I think it's delivered better, vocally flows better, music a little bit better.
Okay, that's another tie. We got to go to the pit.
Okay, what's Brad got?
Brad has down Vicious Circle for the victory.
Circle.
All right, we're going to finish up the albums with track 14 off Firepower, Sea of Red versus Invincible Shield. It's a Logic. I went with Sea of Red on this one. The Logic is too, I don't know, mellow in my book. Just it didn't do it. Sea of Red just caught me more. Dylan.
I don't like either of these songs, honestly. I went with the Lodger, but I don't really. They're kind of the throwaway songs on the album for me.
Good. Steve, what do you got over there?
all right. I'm not a fan of Sea of Red at all. The Lodger, I wish it was called something different. Lodger sounds fucking stupid. But I go the Lodger. I'm not a Sea of Red. I usually just end the album at Lone Wolf. Truthfully,
Yeah. Not a good way to go out.
no.
Either of them. BB, are we going to tie it up?
We are. Me and Dylan are on this back half of this album. We're neck and neck here. I think I picked Sea of Red. I have it starred. It couldn't win either way. So my logic for picking Sea of Red, the more and longer solos.
All right, tied up again. We're going to finish off this battle with Brad saying he wants to see the sea red. And there you go.
And with
I
that-
got 7 and 7.
Yeah, Brad ties it up to 7 and 7.
7 and 7. That's
for
what
both albums. So
that's what I had.
I'll count the tallies to see which album comes out on top. 4, 8,
Do, 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 do.
7. 35 votes for Firepower. 6, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 24, 25, 28,
34, I think.
35. It's a dead tie.
Dead tie.
So dead tie.
Dead stinking tie.
And that's exactly what I had in my notes. I had a tie at 7-7 between the two albums because I think they're equally good.
Baseball can't end in a tie.
Well,
Coin flips.
the album battles can when it's a deadlock. We're a hung jury.
Even the tiebreaker.
Yep.
Well, because Brad had some bad picks.
Oh,
I blame Brad.
Brad.
No, I appreciate him putting the time in
Yeah, for sure.
for doing it.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
always have Brad. It's okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. So far we have Accept, Too Mean to Die beating Humanoid, and we have Judas Priest, Firepower, and Invincible Shield at a tie, and I'm tallying up for myself, and we had four Goochers for Accept, 2 for Priest, and out of all the battles, out of all the songs we picked on Accept, I didn't lose any of them. And I lost 2 on Firepower. Spectre and Sea of Red I lost on.
I didn't even, because I lost a lot.
Yeah. So we're going to take a break before we get into the next 2 albums. So our gem song this week is going to be from one of our good friends, good friend of the podcast, good friend of us personally, and our a local musician. He's in our buddy Granz's band, Reach for the Sky, guitar player, singer in that band, our buddy Jay Luke. He put a song out last year, late last year. The song is called Tornado of Mistakes. Check it out. All right, hope you guys enjoyed little J. Luke there with Tornado of Mistakes, and who among us does not have a tornado of fucking mistakes? And thank you, Jay, for providing us with that song. So let's go back to the battles. So who's up next, kids?
This is going to be a fun one because I think we just picked this one to troll you, bust your balls, make you sweat, squirm,
Cry.
Let's see what you do here with Wrighty's new favorite band, Kissin Dynamite, off of their 2024 album Back with a Bang, up against their 2022 album Not the End of the Road. So Back with a Bang was your number one album of the year, right?
Actually, 2022, Not the End of the Road was my number one album.
They said they were
in
both
2024. They
were both your number one albums.
albums of the year.
Okay.
Wow.
That's what we weren't sure about when we were wondering if it was a halfway or a birthday or a...
It was also a halfway. Not the End of the Road was also a halfway album.
Okay.
But it's
It
crazy.
was a birthday album.
Was it a birthday album?
I think it was a summer birthday album. I think.
It was definitely during
It was
summertime
one of
that
the
I
two.
listened to it. Crazy that neither of those albums are on my end of the year list.
No comment.
All right, let's get this battle going here and watch Wrighty sweat. All right. Off of Back with a Bang, the title track, Back with a Bang. And off of Not the End of the Road, the title track, Not the End of the Road. Like Dylan said, I love when the title tracks go up against each other. I picked Back with a Bang. I think this one is just a better rocker, a better opener, a better what you're going to get off the rest of the album type song. All right, Wrighty. Let's see what you got.
Heartbreak right off the fucking bat here. Not the End of the Road's got the whoas in it. But I think Back with the Bang is a little more of a dynamic album opener. And we're back. I love after the solos. When they go, we're back, it slows down, but then it picks right back up just for like, we're back. And you think it's going to be a slower tempo, but then it goes right back with a bang. Back with a Bang, that absolutely. Not by a whole lot, but I just better album opener.
Dylan.
Yeah, I agree with everything you both said. I think that I like Not the End of the Road is a better song, but Back with the Bang is a better opener for the album. So, like, against, in the positions that they're in, I have to go with Back with the Bang.
Okay. BC.
I agree with everybody else here. Back with the Bang. Just, I don't know. That better epic opener, I think. And let's go. Ooh, Brad goes with Not the End of the Road.
Shocking. Come on, Brad.
Come on, man.
There's no. I just want to say there's no wrong answers on this one.
No, I mean,
There's none. Maybe one.
No wrong
Maybe.
answers. No
Maybe.
wrong
I don't know.
answers.
I don't know.
All right, battle number 2 off of Not the End of the Road. What Goes Up against My Monster off Back with a Bang. I went with What Goes Up. Think it has a little bit of a heavier riff to it. And is that like riff, that sound, is that like Rosanna from Toto?
Yeah, I could kind of hear that.
I hear like...
All right. A little more upper tempo.
Yeah, like the Rosanna.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, a little bit of
something's
that.
in there.
Yeah, a little bit of that.
Okay, because it took me forever to figure out what song it was. Righty.
This tie. This is a tie. Okay. This is where it gets rough. I love Can't Escape from My Monster. But I gotta go with What Goes Up. And really, no word of lie, I cannot listen unless I'm in the vehicle. I cannot listen to this fucking song sitting down because I always get up. What God? I fucking love it. My Monster is absolutely fantastic too, but I got to go with What Goes Up because I go up when this song comes on.
Dylan.
I went with My Monster. I think the chorus for me is one of my favorite choruses off these two albums. Like the all my life I've been hiding away from a monster. Like that. I don't know. It just catches me. So
Cadence.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Chapman.
What Goes Up?
What Goes Up? Must come down.
Let's come down and crash.
The video for it's really cool too. A lot of hot women in it.
Whoa.
And Brad had My Monster.
That's right, Brad.
There's a 3-2er.
3-2.
I mean, yeah, What Goes Up is great, though.
What goes up one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3-2. All right, battle number 3 off of Not the End of the Road, Only the Dead against Raise Your Glasses off Back with a Bang.
It's a Pink song, isn't it?
I picked Only the Dead. I like this one. It has a little bit of a theatrical theme to it. The drums are so much louder and crisp. I picked that one. Ready?
All right, when Back with a Bang first came out, Raise Your Glasses was one of my least favorite songs. For some reason, it didn't hit me, but then it did hit me. It's actually the name of our buddies Tom Zeus and Joey Casada's book, Raise Your Glasses. But I go with Only the Dead. I love the line, Only the Dead know how fucked up life is. And this is one that wasn't that hard for me. Although I love Raise Your Glasses, but I think that Only the Dead is and the video for that's really cool too. Mm-hmm. By the way,
Dylan.
I also went with Only the Dead. It kind of reminds me of a Lordy song. And I love the I said only. I like that part. That's great. So, Only the Dead.
Only the Dead. BC.
because they don't give a damn.
I'm going with the Dead too.
He's a
The
deadhead.
And that's the Gucci.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Even Brad?
Rad.
Brad went with
One KD
Oh,
Gucci.
wow.
Brad said, doing the Gucci.
Give me the Gucci.
Give me the Gucci.
All right, battle number 4. Off of Not the End of the Road, Good Life against Queen of the Night from Back with a Bang. I went with Queen of the Night. Love the heavy keyboards in it. I think that was the over the top moment for me. Thought that really, really good, really stuck out. Really enjoyed that one. Ready?
Okay, Good Life is really good. A little kumbaya for me. It's got the female guest singers in there. Guernica Mancini from Thunder Mother, formerly of Thunder Mother, presently of the Gems, sings on that song. Really good, but I love Queen of the Night was one of those songs that didn't hit me right away, but now I absolutely fucking love it. Queen of the Night, baby.
Dylan.
I went with Good Life. I like the guest vocals on it. I think it adds kind of a cool dimension to the song. So.
It is. It's.
Yeah.
I can't fault you for picking it.
BC.
I had to stick with the Queen of the Night in this one too, because caught me more than and that's 3-1. So let's see what Brad had. Brad had a Good Life.
That's right, Brad.
Good Life one.
No, Queen of the Night.
Queen of the Night one.
Okay.
All right, battle number 5. The two women going at it. From Not the End of the Road, we got Yoko Ono
We don't know.
against The Devil is a Woman off the album Back with a Bang. I picked The Devil is a Woman. I think the chorus is so much better. The Yoko Ono, it kind of gets weird in certain spots for me.
Too weird.
Ready?
This is a tie. I love both of these songs. Both have awesome videos. Yoko, oh no, she's a drop dead cheater, a rock star stealer. You gotta fucking love it. I love it, but I'm going with "Devil is a Woman." That was the song that I picked. I think for the halfway songs.
You did.
And it's "The Devil is a Woman." Whoa, whoa! You get like 2 whoas there in the same fucking chorus. Come on, people. But Yoko Ono I absolutely love it too. I absolutely love the fucking chorus on that song.
Boy, who would have thought in this episode we said something about the Beatles and Yoko Ono? Crazy.
I know.
Dylan.
The Devil is a. I love that little electronic thing. So I went with that. And I'm honestly sick of the narrative that Yoko Ono broke up the Beatles. The Beatles broke up the Beatles. They couldn't stand each other at that point. Yoko might have been a factor, but she was not the main reason that the Beatles broke up. Ego was the main reason that the Beatles broke up, if we're being honest.
Cronyism.
BC.
I gotta go with The Devil's a Woman. It's like a song of my lifetime. And,
Another BC theme song.
That killed that
It's
song.
weird.
For me.
Really?
I don't
It did.
like. I never liked it.
I liked it. I liked the
on,
song,
guys.
but that was like if they
love
if they just said Yoko Ono, anything different. I mean,
Yeah.
But you still like, can you say Mr. Tinker Train? You like that?
That's different.
That's
not,
Ozzy.
That's not Ozzy.
God damn
putting
it,
on
that's
a,
totally different.
That's not Ozzy putting on a racist accent to do the song.
It's not. It's an actual girl.
So and then Brad had down Yoko Ono.
There you go.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
So the devil wins?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's your pity vote for Yoko Ono.
Or the one. Couldn't have been a gooch.
Brad's the gooch killer on
The
this
goo-
one.
yeah.
Killed the gooch.
Oh.
The devil is a goocher.
Coochie killer. Alrighty, halfway there. Song number 6. Off of Not the End of the Road, Coming Home, against The Best Is Yet to Come off Back with a Bang. I went with The Best Is Yet to Come. The band vocals at the chorus, super killer. And then that solo is just absolutely phenomenal in that song. Ready?
All right, Coming Home. Absolutely fantastic song. Just
Another Kiss song?
Just killer. This is better. Way better.
The unplugged version is better.
But I'll tell you what, and this is another song on Back with a Bang. When I first heard it, I'm like, oh. But I think this is one of the a billion times better than the fucking Accept song. By the way, this is the other song that has a title in common with another album that we're doing tonight. Just the story of it, the vocals, it's got that factor for me. It's just the chorus is just knocks me out. Fucking love it.
So you're going with The Best Is Yet to Come?
Yes.
I too am going with The Best Is Yet to Come. I think it has that uplift, like you're saying, where it just feels kind of that like
It's like a modern day.
Delilah.
No, like a modern day. What the fuck is the name of it? It's that fucking Bon Jovi song. Fucking Tommy and Gina. What the fuck?
Living on a Prayer.
Living on a Prayer. It's like the modern day Living on a Prayer. How could I not?
Less
have thought of that
talkbox
song?
though, but that will be.
That'll
that's
be
coming
addressed.
up.
That'll be
Yeah,
addressed.
that's gonna happen. That's
That'll
gonna
be
happen
addressed.
later in the album.
That'll be addressed.
BC.
The best is yet to come. I mean, I guess gotta go that way.
And Brad has Coming Home.
He did.
Brad,
Brad, what the fuck?
Come on, man.
come on, Brad.
Coochie killer.
Does he have any notes with these songs?
No.
There will be.
Did he just pull these names out of a hat?
He's the coochie killer.
All right. Song number 7.
I can't fault them though.
No.
No. Off of Not the End of the Road. All for Hallelujah. Off of Back with a Bang. Song number 7. I do it my way.
That's right, Frank Sinatra.
Whew. For me, I think All for Hallelujah is just more of a rockin' song. I didn't really vibe with it with I Do It All the Way. It just something in there too. It was almost like the Yoko Ono. Something just flatlined it for me. Ready?
All for Hallelujah, baby. Fucking awesome. But I really love I Do It My Way more. This is another one of those songs.
Oh, so you're picking
and
I
I
Do It
think
My
the
Way.
ones that I didn't like right off the bat on this album are so much stronger for me now. And this is one of them. Although this was a tough one, though. All for Hallelujah is...
As a Fall Out Boy once said, "The songs you grow to like never stick at first."
I don't... From who?
Fall Out Boy.
Oh. Can't be
It's
wrong.
off their song.
Can't be wrong all the
You just
time.
made my list of things to do today.
Dylan.
I went with you, BB. All for Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Songs with Hallelujah in the title usually are favorites of mine. Paramore has a really good song. Lordy Again. You know.
Oh, yeah.
The rock and roll Hallelujah.
Rock and Roll Hallelujah, I think, yeah.
But yeah, it's a great song.
It's a weird spelling, too.
Yeah, without the H at the end.
BC.
All for hallelujah.
Alrighty.
I gotta go with the church music. And Brad has I'll do it my way.
All right, Brad.
Even though that was the wrong way.
I can't fault you guys for that one, though.
Okay.
7 months ago, I would have went with All for Hallelujah.
Okay. Here we go. Battle number 8. Off of Not the End of the Road, No One Dies a Virgin. And off of Back with a Bang, More is More. I picked More is More just for the fucking talk box, righty?
More is
This is one of the very, 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 very few times I will vote against the song that has Talkbox in it.
I knew you were gonna.
No One Dies a Virgin, I think, is a top 3 killer Kissin Dynamite song for me. And I fucking love it. The chorus in that is just fucking awesome. More is More is great too. More is More.
Yeah,
More is More is one of those songs too that I wasn't a huge fan of, but I really absolutely love it now. But going up against No One Dies a Virgin, no.
Dylan.
You gotta go talk box. That's I wrote talk box. 2 exclamation points. More is more. Come on.
Yeah. BC.
No One Dies a Virgin.
Yeah, BC.
Just a more
In the end, life fucks us all.
catchy chorus. Musically, just
It is true.
we know somebody that
He's getting there.
somebody might challenge this.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
He's still alive, so we can't say that. And
The tiebreaker, Brad.
More is more.
More is more.
Brad.
Brad likes to talk about
So
it.
More is More one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Brad.
All right, battle number 9 off of Not the End of the Road, Gone for Good, and then off of Back with a Bang, song number 9, Iconic. I went with Iconic. I think Iconic, a little bit more of a rocker than Gone for Good.
I think Iconic is about Marilyn Monroe. When you check out the lyrics, and
How original.
if you listen to Queen of the Night, you could interpret that sort of as that also. This was one that I left up to last minute decision, and for something else that I rarely do. 2 songs in a row. I'm going against what I usually do. I'm going for the ballad, Gone for Good. I think it is a fucking stupendous fucking ballad.
Dylan.
I went with Iconic. I don't really like either of these songs. They're probably my weakest songs on both albums. But yeah, I had to go with more of the rocker than the ballad.
How dare you?
The other songs on the album are really good, and these for me didn't go up to those levels.
Iconic.
BC.
Had to go with iconic.
BC, you're iconic, buddy.
Iconic.
You're
Isn't it
fucking
iconic?
iconic, buddy.
Don't you think?
Brad went with Gone to Be Good.
No, he was
Whoa.
iconic.
I was the Goocher killer.
Oh,
He
righty.
killed the Goocher.
Come on, righty. You want to change your pick?
Nope.
Come on, get the
I'm
gooch.
good. I'm good and Gone for Good.
Oh, all right. Battle number 10. Off Not the End of the Road. Defeat It. And Back with a Bang, song number 10 is Learn to Fly. Say it, Del.
Yep, it's a great Foo Fighters song.
Thank you. I picked the Foo Fighters song, Learn to Fly. The fucking solo in that fucking song is so fucking good. Great song. Really, really like that one. Ready?
Another tough battle for me. This is another one I left up to flip of the coin in my head. I think just I think this is another one that's got that factor for me. I got to go with Learn to Fly. Absolutely fan. I mean, Defeat It is great too. Defeat It. Awesome.
No one wants to beat it.
Dylan.
I'm gonna make my way back home and learn to fly high.
Okay. BC.
I'm going to defeat it.
Oh,
He's
man.
defeating the Goocher.
Yeah.
And then Brad says, learn to fly.
Yep.
BC defeated it.
Man, oh,
Will there
man.
be no Goochers in this battle?
Uh-oh. Getting close.
We have one. We have one Gucci.
We do have one. That's right.
Oh, yeah. Who needs?
We're at battle number 11.
Learn to fly one on that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4-1.
Yeah, that was a blowout. Almost.
Off of Not the End of the Road, song number 11, A Voodoo Spell, against When the Lights Go Out off the Back with a Bang album.
When the lights went out in Georgia.
I went with When the Lights Went Out. I thought that had a little bit more of a little toe tapper. It had a better beat to it for me.
Voodoo Spell, another song with Talkbox in it.
But not as prominent as More is More.
It's not. But just the chorus, I think the range that Hennis Braun has on this album, song, When the Lights Go Out, is fantastic. I know what they do on albums, because we're going to talk about it in a minute, but that would have been a fucking amazing closing song.
So you're picking When the Lights Go Out?
Yep.
Okay. Dylan.
I will continue the trend. When the Lights Go Out, I like that one better.
BC.
I gotta go with Voodoo Spell. you can't go against something that has the word voodoo in it.
Okay, Godsmack.
Yeah.
And Brad is gonna go When the Lights Go Out.
BC killed another one.
Man, oh man.
CBB, we're
but I can't be mad at anybody
right?
for picking opposite of what I picked on this fucking album. Next album, I don't know. I don't even know two of the songs in the next album, so we'll see.
All right. And the closer. The song number 12. Off of Not the End of the Road, Scars. And then off Back with a Bang, Not a Wise Man. Righty. What is wrong with this band with their fucking shitty closers?
I don't disagree with you.
Fucking put that in there 6 or 7. Fucking hide it.
I don't
Woo,
disagree.
baby.
I would have been happy with an 11-song album on both albums.
Yeah, that's true. I went with Scars only because Not a Wise Man for me has some kind of like country sounding parts in it, which I didn't really like. Ready?
All right, for me, I listened to both these songs today back to back, and I'm like, why? Like, why? I don't know. I think this is their only misstep on both albums. I go with Scars too. Not a Wise Man. There's just something about it that I don't know. It just doesn't hit me right. Neither song. I don't love either song. Yeah. I pretty much only listen to the main 11 tracks on both of these albums, but and I do in my opinion, these two albums are the best two albums for me that's come out in the last 15 years.
Wow.
Or more.
Wow.
I can't wait to see my percentage of listening to these guys on fucking Apple Music next year. I'm telling you, there's not been a day that I have not listened to these guys in probably 6 months easily.
What? Dylan.
You know, I never made it as a wise man and couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. I wrote Not a Wise Man. I went with This Is How You Remind Me by Nickelback.
Yes.
I'd rather that.
You to say sorry.
All right. Not a Wise Chapman. Let's go.
I gotta go with the acoustic guitar. Come on. I'm surprised you did go with the acoustic guitar.
It has a country feel to it.
So what's that have to do with acoustic?
Country. There's country in there.
Oh my god. I went Not a Wise Man.
BC.
This could have went either way. But
BC. You're not a wise man.
acoustic guitar caught my ear.
Okay. I'll give it to you.
You're not the wise man, Paul Heyman.
All right. Brad's got the tiebreaker here.
Brad broke the tie with Scars.
Okay. Battle.
About time you came back into consciousness, Brad.
God damn it, Brad.
One runaway.
One Goocher.
One Gucci.
And it's on the album that didn't win.
Yep. Only the Dead.
So Back with a Bang from this year had 8 wins, and Not the End of the Road had 4.
And only 2 duds on both albums for me.
No, my list had 6-6.
Did you?
Mine was 9-3.
Oh.
Yeah, I
What was yours, BB?
For mine,
Yeah.
Back with a bang, queen, devil, best.
the devil.
I had it perfect again. I had everyone
So
right
this
on that
was-
one. I had
yeah,
everyone
8
right
to-
on except
Are the circles what you picked?
no, mine are over here. That's what won.
Oh, so
Back with a bang.
Yeah, so he had 8 and 4.
so you
as
had
well.
8. So
I had
you
8 and 4.
Okay,
Yeah,
I had
So BB was the
I had
the
7 and
bracket
5.
setter.
I had
Yeah.
7 and 5 back with a bang. 1 Goocher, only the dead. All right,
Okay, last albums.
now I can cruise because I don't give a fuck about these next 2 albums.
Yeah, we could just end the episode, right? We don't have to cover these.
Thanks. You know, if you're a new listener,
Thanks, man.
welcome.
You're an
If
old
you're an
one.
old
Welcome
listener,
back.
listener, welcome
Good night.
Nobody cares about these.
That's it.
Take care of Lizzy Borden and yourself.
Everyone's hitting their 30-second skip. Fucking
Put on
button
2
up.
times speed.
Look at him
What
chugging.
we-
He's chugging.
We saved the best for last, BC. Tell him.
Fuck the best for last, bitches. All right. That's what you say if you drink this. Ugh. All right, Lizzy Borden.
Now you know
He's
this.
been dying to get these guys in an episode.
Trying to get these guys.
We threw Wrighty a bone with the Kissin Dynamite. No, here's your bone. Now you don't have to talk about him for another 6 months, okay?
No, you should have talked about.
Can we go for 8?
Hey, 7.
7.5.
Next album battles. Einstein Kills coming out with the Silver Screams, baby.
That may be a runaway winner.
All right,
Roll it.
Lizzy Borden. We got a battle of 2000s Deal with the Devil versus Appointment with Death from 2007, which, believe it or not, these are 30 days apart.
What do you mean?
30 days, 7 years and 30 days apart.
Oh, really?
So they were released
They're
within...
both released in October of their respective years.
And this is the biggest span of in between albums of all the albums we did tonight, right?
Yeah, it's
Probably because
like 98
Each one
to
was like 2
2006.
years. Yeah,
because
Yeah.
he likes to do that, I guess.
still doing it.
Still doing it to this day.
Yeah, because then it was 2006 to what? 2018?
Yeah, because
19?
what we kind of did was do like the newer albums
the
to
two newest
the
from
next
each
one.
band.
18.
Yeah.
Then we
Yeah.
just decided to
So
throw
11
BC a
years.
bone
And
to
he
make sure
has
he
a
came
thing
to.
for 3 albums, and he put one out in 18 and
Yeah.
released a single.
It was Pet Cemetery, at least.
Oh no, there's
another one.
Well, Pet Cemetery was good.
That was on a Greatest Hits.
Oh, okay.
All right, but Deal with the Devil from October of 2000, which the band, the 4-piece band he had was Lizzy, Alex Nilsson, rest in peace, Marty Anderson, and Joey Scott. He has to keep the family in there, but surprise people on the album were Joey Vera, Armored Saint, and Mike Davis from the original Lizzy Borden, and what they call it, David Michael Phelps from
Michael Phelps
Pretty Fox.
King Cobra.
from the Olympics.
But 49-minute, just over 49 minutes long. I mean, the cover art.
Todd McFarlane.
Todd McFarlane. The album does have the 2 cover songs: Alice Cooper, Generation Landslide, and Blue Oyster Cult.
This ain't the summer.
This Ain't the Summer of Love, which I was very, very surprised. And I want to hear. I found this out today. Me being a Lizzy Borden fan, Jesus Christ. There's a Japanese version is out there somewhere. I've never seen it yet. And they have a cover of Scorpions. We'll Burn the Sky.
Oh yeah,
That'd be cool.
it's probably on YouTube.
Gotta go
No.
to Japan.
It's not on YouTube.
No, I have looked through it. I never saw this.
Really?
Road trip to Japan, bitches. Let's go.
If
luck
any of our
with the
Japanese
roads.
listeners want to give BC the perfect
on,
birthday
let's go.
present,
Good luck driving to Japan, BC. Let me know how it goes.
get swimming.
It might take a little while to get there.
The shuttle to Japan.
Okay, that's the Deal with the Devil going up against Appointment with Death, which again has Lizzy Borden and Ira Black on guitar for this one, Martin Anderson and Joey Scott. And the surprise ones on this one's a little over 53 minutes long. On the song "The Death of Love," George Lynch does lead on it. And a great song that closes it out, The Darker Side, Dave Menichetti.
Whoa!
YT does the lead on it.
On which one?
The Darker Side, the last
Darker
track.
Side, last track.
Wow.
That's such a great song. See, Dave McKetty. Sonny. Alrighty, so let's go. Our first battle will be the opening tracks of Off Deal with the Devil. There Will Be Blood Tonight. First Appointments of Death with Abnormal. I gotta get my own list of it. I went with There Will Be Blood Tonight. Just more rocking. I think Abnormal was a little bit more. I don't know. Music is. It has a lot going on there in the beginning, which There Will Be Blood Tonight's more up front in your face. BB.
Just like you, buddy. I went with There Will Be Blood Tonight. It has that Lizzy melodic sound to it that I really, really like. Great opener.
Okay, Steve. I think I know where he's going.
Oh, yeah. Oh, There Will Be Blood Tonight. Got blood into this song, fucking 3 times, I think. Right? Yeah.
Probably.
Twice on the cruise and once in New York. Abnormal's good. Good opening track, but I got to go with There Will Be, because I've seen it live 3 times. I've never seen Abnormal live. Not that it's bad, but give me blood. Give me blood.
I agree fully with you, BC. I think there's way too much going on with Abnormal for me to really get behind it. The production on Appointment with Death, I do not like. Like, it just, like, it's too busy. There's too much going on, and, like, the guitars are, like, there's so much happening. Whereas, like, Deal with the Devil, it's like a breath of fresh air. Like, you can kind of hear everything clearly, and it's, like, straightforward rockers. So I went with There Will Be Blood Tonight.
Who produced these albums? Do you have that?
So Lizzy Borden.
Lizzy Borden produced
Appointment with Death.
Appointment with Death. Him and his brother, and Elliot Solomon produced Deal with the Devil.
Okay.
So go figure that the album that Lizzy Borden produced was
Shitty.
No, and like Midnight Things, he produced that one too. And that's too much. It's, I don't know.
there's a lot going on.
A lot going on. Yes. All right, so
Lizzy Borden needs a fucking band.
he does.
He needs a band to play on the album. He doesn't need to do everything and have his brother play drums.
He needs a producer too.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
He needs Andy. They need Andy Sneap is what they fucking
There you
need.
go.
Did Brad make it a goocher?
Are we going to have the Goocher? Oh, Brad says Abnormal.
Brad.
Oh, come on, Brad. We almost had a Gooch.
The like background vocals like toward the end of Abnormal are like really grating, which I normally like the harmonies that Lizzy Borden does, but like there's like a kind of like a high pitched one in the back of Abnormal that I was like, oh, what the hell's going on here?
That'd be normal.
Yeah, Happy Normal.
Happy Normal. All right. So that was our first battle. And then the second battle will be track 2 off of Deal with the Devil, Hell is for Heroes, and the title track off Appointment with Death with Appointment with Death. Again, I went with Appointment with Death. I think that musically that grabbed me a little bit more. Hell for Heroes, because hell is for heroes. You know who you are, and it kind of gets. I don't know. I like it, but
Don't love it.
you don't love it. You had to flip a coin. But I went with Appointment for Death. Maybe.
Sorry, BC.
Oh,
I went with Hell is for Heroes. I just think and this may be a production thing. Now that we're talking production, I think his vocal delivery is a little bit better and it's a lot crisper. So it may be that production thing that you guys were talking about.
Because hell is for heroes.
Steve.
I got Appointment with Death on this one. I think it's the how he sings Heroes. I think just gets me.
Yeah.
I don't like that little dragged outishness of it. Appointment with Death rocks though. Or
All right. Dylan.
I went with BB. Hell's for Heroes. Again, it's the production. There's going to be a very rare track that it has to be a really good track.
spoiler for Dylan.
For it to win over, but this was not with that track.
All right, so here we are in a tie. So we're going to Brad. And Brad's going with Appointment with Death.
Yeah, Brad.
All right. Battle number 3 off these albums are going to be off of Deal with the Devil with the title track, Deal with the Devil. And Appointments of Death, Live Forever. I went with Deal for the Devil, just the guitar in this gets rocking. The way he screams, yeah, what the devil in the background vocals. That just caught my ear. Live Forever is good too, but Deal with the Devil beats this one. Who you beat?
Yeah, Deal with the Devil for sure has that more of a classic, crisper Lizzy Borden sound to it.
Steve.
Let's D with the D.
D with the D.
Yeah, Live Forever's okay for me, but I really like Deal with the Devil. And it's funny too because, all right, Lars Ulrich, Earmuffs. First time I heard this, I downloaded it from fucking Napster.
You what?
Yeah.
You would.
Where'd you download it?
That's what, Earmuffs. I told him, okay, you can take them off now, Lars.
It wasn't Metallica. He don't care. All right.
He's an advocate for everybody.
I think I know where Dylan's going.
Yeah, I'm going to Deal with the Devil.
Deal with the Devil. Okay.
Brad's going to live forever.
Are we going with the Goocher? Brad said live forever.
Damn it, Brad. Come on.
That's like 10 Goocher killers tonight for Brad.
We should have kept track of who had more of them. Him or BC.
All right.
I only had one so far.
We're going to go with the next track with off of Deal with the Devil, Zanzibar, versus Appointment of Death, Bloody Tears. I mean, Zanzibar is very... has that...
A lot going on.
That foreign Middle East feel.
Mid-Eastern feel. Pakistani. And Bloody Tears.
Pakistania? What the fuck is Pakistania?
It has that feel in the beginning. But Bloody Tears is just such a rocker, man. And they do it like, how can you go wrong with Bloody Tears? Blood. You got blood in it. BB.
We've never seen them play.
You know?
Trust me, I wouldn't remember if they did.
BC? I went with Bloody Tears.
Bloody Tears.
This, I think out of these 22 songs, this is my favorite Lizzy Borden song out of that. That's a great song. I don't know what it was. This sucked me right in. Love that song.
I'll tell you what it is.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right, Steve.
I love Zanzibar. When I illegally downloaded, hang on. When I illegally downloaded this song, Earmuffs, Lars, retroactive Earmuffs. This was one of my favorite. I was fucking this song. There's something about this song that I think is fucking awesome. But Bloody Tears is my hands down favorite Lizzy Borden song overall.
Ever.
It's the riff.
The riff.
When he comes in and sings that first verse, that fucking riff is unbelievable. Just listen to as soon as he starts to sing, that riff is so fucking heavy, and you only hear it twice in the song, but it is so fucking heavy. It's the riff, BB. Bloody Tears.
I'll take it.
Bloody Tears.
By a mile. And I fucking love Zanzibar. And I think Zanzibar is the best song on Deal with the Devil.
Love the drums. Dylan.
So before I give my vote, I just want to say that these two albums have like video game connections for me because Zanzibar reminds me of Metal Gear Solid with Zanzibar Land. Like Solid Snake, the main character in Metal Gear Solid, constantly talks about Zanzibar Land. So I always think about that. And then Bloody Tears is like the name of the main track from Castlevania. That is a really good like musical track. But that being said, I went with Bloody Tears. This was my first appointment with death. This was kind of the first Lizzy Borden song that I remember hearing because he would play it all the time. So this was kind of a nice blast to the past for me. It's a great song that transcends the production.
Will we have a Goocher?
Come on, Brad.
Let's go to Brad here. And Brad has done. Oh my God. Bloody Tears.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
There he
First
is.
Goocher.
First Goocher at the board.
It's a good one to have as the sweep.
All right. Track 5 off these albums. Deal with the Devil is Loving You Is Murder versus Appointment of Death with the Death of Love.
Appointment with the Death of Love.
Appointment with the Death of Love. I went with Loving You Is Murder because I think it's, to me, it beat out just the Death of Love just by the chorus. I think is more, caught me more. Again, this is like picking children.
I love the roller coasterness of Loving You Is Murder, but the Death of Love is just so heavy, and there's the grindage in it. I guess it was like a mood thing. Like I picked the Death of Love just for like the dark grindage of it.
Steve.
Yeah, you know what? Death of Love, I'm going to go with. But Loving You Is Murder is good. I think Loving You Is Murder just... Like that. There's just certain things when Lizzy does them, it doesn't hit me good. I like the song, but I just don't like that. Death of Love. It is heavy. HAF.
All right, Dylan.
I'm with BC. Love and Use Murder. I feel like the Death of Love is a little too like slower for me. I don't know. It takes a little bit to get going in my opinion, and the production.
All right, we got to go to the tiebreaker here.
Tiebreaker.
And Brad has down the Death of Love.
Death of Love. I'm not liking
No, that-
I'm not
I'm
liking
surprised
what
by
this is,
that.
I figured he would be the other way. But,
I don't like the way this is going.
Alrighty, we're going to battle number 6 off these albums with Deal with the Devils, We Only Come Out at Night versus Appointment Deaths, Tomorrow Never Comes. I went with Tomorrow Never Comes, just as the drums, the riffish, having just...
BC.
Be honest.
Okay.
Hey.
The song I have circled, BC. Tomorrow Never Comes. Chunky guitars, melodic chorus. Love it.
Steve.
I got We Only Come Out at Night. I fucking love that song. Night, oh, night, oh, I fucking love it. Tomorrow Never Comes is really good too. Really good, but I vibe with that one more. That was kind of a standout when I acquired this offline.
You borrowed it. You didn't.
Those vocals are growling.
It was like the library book. I returned it when I was done.
All right, Dylan.
I'm with you, Poppy. I went with We Only Come Out at Night. I like how it's almost like a Manson song, you know? Like it has that kind of industrial 90s feel, and I really like it.
I can agree with that.
All right, another tie. We got to go to Brad.
Oh, you know
again.
he's coming. Tomorrow
He's
Never
going
Comes.
into the pit.
Brad put down Tomorrow Never Comes.
Damn it, Brad. Come on, Brad.
Attaboy, Brad.
Appointment Death is in the lead, and I do not agree with this.
Brad who? Brad who?
Who asked?
Brad Borden. Who is this Brad you speak of?
Fucking Brad Button into our fucking episode.
All right. All right. Battle number 7 off these albums. Deal with the Devils. Generation Landslide, a cover song versus Appointment Deaths, Under Your Skin. Of course, I had to go with Under Your Skin. Just such a... I don't know. And it's a Lizzy Borden song compared to, I guess, a cover song. So, I mean, but I love Generation Landslide. Love that. Drums in it. But Under the Skin is what I went with. And BB.
I usually don't do this, BC, but Generation Landslide.
BB go with an Alice song?
You know what it is? It's kind of like a
'Cause
Jimi
it's not
Hendrix
Alice, 'cause
thing.
it's not Alice.
Alice. I'm like, oh my god, song is so catchy. The chorus is great. It almost sounds like it should be like a Led Zeppelin cover. Like there's so many things going on, and I'm like, boy, I really like this. And I don't even know when Generation Landslide came out, in the 70s.
Yeah. Off the Billy Dollar Babies album.
So, that must be what it is. I'm like, I said this could be one of my favorite songs on here.
Even name checks Billy Dollar Babies.
All right, Steve.
All right, Generation Landslide is really good on here. It's good. I don't like Lizzy. Da 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 da. I don't. That grates on my fucking molars. But I love Under Your Skin. I love and actually this is I'm kind of with Dylan on the production of this album, but I think the layering of the vocals on this song and the production is fucking fantastic.
Okay. I also
does not agree.
I also went with Under Your Skin.
Really?
Yeah. So with Generation Landslide, $1 Billion Babies is never my favorite Alice Cooper album, and I don't think Lizzy does enough to change the song. I might be singing a different tune for a song later on, but I feel like it's too straight of a cover. And if they were going to cover any song from that album, I feel like Hello Hooray would have been like a more fitting Lizzy Borden song. Like has that kind of creepiness to the beginning there. But yeah, I liked Under Your Skin better than the Alice Cooper cover.
All right. Let's see what Brad had down. Brad had down. He went with BB with Generation Landslide.
Thank God I didn't want to be.
Was that the winner? No, Under Your Skin won.
I just didn't want to be the Goocher killer.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Phew.
All right, battle number 8 off this album is going to be off Deal with the Devil with The World Is Mine versus Appointment of Debt's Perfect World, I Don't Want to Live. I went with Perfect World, I Don't Want to Live. By a hair, just...
You have so much to live for, BC.
It caught... It caught... Just listened to it probably this last time. Just caught my ear the right way compared to the other one. Again, coin flip on that one, maybe. But Perfect World. BB.
Perfect World. Solo Sick Bananas.
Sick banana.
And then that World Is Mine has some cheesy chorus lines in it that I'm not a fan of.
Why do you not like the cheese?
One of the albums I did like the cheese.
The cheese is the best part sometimes.
You gotta go with the cheese.
Especially with Lizzy Borden. Like, Lizzy Borden is a cheesy...
He's saying Lizzy Borden's cheesy, BC.
Cheesy.
He is the cheese factor.
Borden. There's Borden cheese in this.
Yeah, exactly. 40 wax with a...
With a slab of American white.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve.
All right. Perfect World, I Don't Want to Live is... I think it's okay for me. But I absolutely fucking love The World Is Mine. One of my favorite... Besides Zanzibar on this album, I think it's probably my second favorite. I fucking absolutely love that fucking song. The world is mine.
Dylan.
How did you not fucking pick that? What the fuck?
They're good.
So The World Is Mine has
My name is Dog.
a lot going for it, in my opinion. First off, it doesn't have Appointment with Death's production. Second off, it starts with a Pulp Fiction quote. Ezekiel 25:17.
That's
Bannon
right.
The Righteous Man. And then third off, it was like the one song that I knew off this album besides the covers.
Because it was on a lot of my
Because
playlists.
it was on a lot of your playlists, and I thought it was a Twisted Sister song for the longest time. So I had to go with The World Is Mine.
See, so you've been listening to Lizzy
I've
Borden
been-
all your life.
I have. It's one of those where it's just been in the background, you know. And
Alrighty, here's another tie. We're gonna go to Brad.
Come on.
Ooh, Brad, what are you doing? Brad went with Perfect World.
Come on!
Damn it. Okay, this is bullshit.
Deal with the Devil's getting his fucking ass kicked.
This is like the exact opposite of my tally. What
This
the
is
fuck?
Craziness! Alrighty. We're going to track number 9 with Deal with the Devil, State of Pain versus Appointment with Debt's Something's Crawling. I went with Something's Crawling. I don't know. It's not a...
I can tell you why you went with Something's Crawling.
Something's crawling. Something's crawling. It's just... I don't know. It just
It's an earworm.
Yeah, it gets in your brain. It just... State of Pain's good, but...
Bores a hole.
But Something's Crawling's where I went with. BB.
Sorry, buddy. I went with State of Pain. Sounds more of a Lizzy Borden song, and this is what I go to Lizzy Borden for.
State of Pain.
State of Pain.
Not by much. This was a close one for me. Something's Crawling is a little more of an earworm, but I think State of Pain is a little good deep track there. Where Something's Crawling sounds a little contrived for me.
It sounds exactly like the riff to Symphony of Destruction.
You're right.
That's why you like it so much, BC, because it's Megadeth.
Megadeth.
I went with State of Pain.
State of Pain. Oh my God. Okay.
Something's Crawling. I
Is
can
that
just
a
listen.
police song?
What, State of Pain?
State of
King
of Pain.
King of Pain.
Oh, the King of Pain. Yeah. You had to think about that for a second.
Yeah, I was like, there is a Pain song.
Yeah, there's a Pain. King of Pain. All right, and Brad said State of Pain.
That's right, Brad.
So BC fucked up the Goocher on that one.
Again.
I did.
BC and Brad are the
Goocher Killers.
Oh, man.
Alrighty. We're going to track 10 now.
Just say no Goochers yet.
Nope.
Nope.
On
No, there
Lizzy
is
Borden.
one.
Is there?
Bloody Tears.
Bloody Tears.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't write that down. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Bloody Tears. And that's a Goocher-worthy
You're right.
song, for sure.
Yeah, oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
But again, Zanzibar. God
Yeah,
damn
that was
it.
tight, but...
Fucking matchups.
All right, track 10 off of Deal with the Devil is going to be another cover song with the Summer of Love.
This Ain't the Summer of
the
Love.
Summer of Love.
Off of the Agents of Fortune album.
First, Appointments of Debts, We Are the Only Ones. And I went with the Summer of Love, believe it or not, the cover. I mean, I I guess they ding, ding, ding. I love that guitar ding, 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 in the beginning. Just the sound of that. We are the only ones just kind of got. It's good, but
Drags a little bit.
drags out a little bit. So I went with the Summer of Love. BB, do you love?
No.
Yeah, but did you know this was a Blue Oyster Cult song?
No.
Okay.
Only from my notes. That's how it. When I made my list, it came up Blue Oyster Cult in parentheses.
So you immediately hated it.
No, I listened. I gave it a prop.
All right.
The only ones for me, I think the guitar work in that song blows the Summer of Love away. So maybe it's because it's a cover and
does suck.
the Blue Oyster Cult doesn't have some great guitar work in it. Yeah.
I don't think I've
The only
ever heard
ones.
that sentence ever uttered in the face of the planet. Blue Oyster Cult does not have any great guitar work in it. That's like the one thing that Blue Oyster Cult has going for them in a lot of people's minds.
You're coming on the next Blue Oyster Cult episode,
Buck
motherfucker.
Dharma. You're gonna listen to Club Ninja and you're gonna like it.
You're gonna like it, goddammit!
He may like that one. I don't know.
I learned that by watching
I think you would like what's the Take Me Away, because it's like an Aldo Nova penned track. So I think you would like that one.
Okay.
But
You have to send it to me later.
Don't
I'll
worry.
listen to it.
It'll be on our playlist for the cabin.
You can hear nothing but Blue Oyster.
I gotta. Where's BB? He jumped over the balcony.
I knew we should have got a balcony room.
Alarms would be going off.
Man,
overboard.
This was kind of a tough one for me. I'm gonna go with "We Are the Only Ones" just because it's not a cover song. Although I think it's a really good BOC cover.
Dylan.
I went with This Ain't the Summer of Love. I think that they make it their own because the Blue Oyster Cult version is slower. Like it's a little bit of a they pick up the pace for this version of it, and it makes it their own. You know, it's kind of like their cover of Pet Sematary. They just turn up the dial a little bit, and that makes all the difference. So I went with This Ain't the Summer of Love.
All right. We're in a tie again.
And that intro, like you said, with the guitar, like really cool.
Okay, we're going to Brad.
He's all choked up talking about Lizzy
I'm
Borden.
upset too,
All
Lizzy.
right. Brad's going to break the thing. He's going to go with Summer of Love.
That's right, Brad.
Come on,
This
man.
ain't the Garden of Eden.
We'll deal with the devil. We need a couple more.
All right. So
It means a lot more. You're all smoking something.
Jesus Christ. Okay, the last battle of this album will Deal with the Devil with Believe versus Appointment Death's The Darker Side. Again, the two mellower tunes to finish off these albums. But I went with The Darker Side just for the fucking solo. It puts it over the top for me. I love both these songs, but the solo on The Darker Side just seals it.
I picked Believe. I believe
Okay.
Believe is the better closer.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going with the Manichetti factor. Darker Side.
Did you know that Dave McKenny was in the track before you looked it up?
No way. No.
What do you do? I love this song before I knew it. And then when I heard it, I'm like, oh, okay.
And to be honest with you, I'm not totally familiar with both of these songs. I don't usually get to the end of these albums.
I don't usually get
He
past
stopped at track 4. Hey, at least at least we gave you the track 4. We could have said 2.
I will say more songs on Deal with the Devil hit my playlist than they do from the Play With That.
I just love the likeness of
It's the Manichetti factor.
The Manichetti factor. Okay, so we got... Okay, Dylan.
BC, do you believe in life after love?
Yeah.
I can feel
Dylan's
something
dying to
inside
get another
myself.
one on the board for fucking...
I really don't think I'm strong
Deal with
enough.
the Devil.
No, you're definitely
It's a
not
great
strong.
Cher song. It brought back her career. The first Cher song that I was ever aware of.
Oh, boy.
What, Turn Back Time?
No, Believe. Because that was on the radio like when I was quite a bit when I was growing up. Do you believe in love?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like all over the place.
Still,
Alright.
unfortunately, no matter what we do, it's
Yeah, there was a
it's-
losing battle.
The battle's
lost.
yeah,
All right, that's a tie.
yeah. We
It was
need for
close,
Brad.
though. 6-5.
No, we're not there.
What's Brad?
no, we're not- we're
we
not
need
there.
to find.
And
I know what Brad picked.
Brad picked the darker side.
Oh.
Wow, a bigger runaway.
7-4.
That's a.
I don't agree with that at all. But I had it 9-2 going towards Deal with the Devil.
I had it 6-5, so I guess I was close.
I had it 7-4. With the Appointment of Death being 7.
The production on Appointment with Death is just awful for me. I like
A
it.
lot going on.
It makes
I know.
me like not enjoy a lot of the songs.
I had it 6-5.
That's what I
Appointment
had.
with Death. I had it 6-5. Appointment with Death.
7-4.
And actually, I think it's the cover songs that got it for me. I mean, I don't hate them, but you want to do one cover song on an album, okay.
It
You
is
put
weird,
2
though.
on an album,
And then 3
I mean,
with the Japanese bonus track.
Van Halen notwithstanding. I'll just throw that out there. But like,
What's BB's least favorite Van Halen album?
when was what year was the Lizzy Borden album before Deal with the Devil? And what was the
It was
interval?
1989.
89.
89
Yeah.
to 2000.
2000. Yeah.
So it was like 1989, 2000, then 2007.
So 11 years.
11 years, then 7.
To 7 years. So in 11 years, you couldn't come up with fucking 11 original fucking songs. You have fucking 9 songs and 2 covers in 11 years. Come on.
He's too busy going to fucking hockey games. Tell him, DC.
That arena wasn't even a fucking dream back then.
But now
Hey,
it's
but
reality.
But you know what I mean, though?
At least he got Todd McFarlane to do the cover art.
That's true. Cover, I Deal with the Devil.
Much better
got it.
cover
Hands
art.
down got it.
There, again, there's too much going on in the cover art for Appointment with Death. I don't know what I'm looking at. There's like, it's like
There's
too
a guy,
muddy
there's some
and
people, and a body.
There's a crow in the air or whatever. And
But if he puts the album this year, it'd be 7 years. Maybe he's trying to do
If.
like a
That's a big fucking
7-Eleven's.
if.
Is he trying to get a promotion with 7-Eleven? Is that
I you know,
And the new slushy at 7-Eleven.
Got the Lizzy Borden.
Borden slushy?
And
The
he
The
40s
Lizzy Borden bloody tears
he needs to get his head out of his ass.
Bloody tears. I like it. That could be a hit.
Better bloody tears than bloody stools.
That's true.
Bloody stool.
Holy God.
All right. So Dylan, recap our albums and the winners and the losers. I'll do the Goochers.
Yes.
The gooch.
We'll do a round table at the end and we'll get the hell out of here.
So our first battle that we went up against was Accept with Too Mean to Die, winning out against Humanoid 7-4. The next battle that we had was Judas Priest. We had a dead tie, Firepower, and Invincible Shield. Both had 7 votes apiece. That was the deadlock of the episode. Then we went to my dad's favorite, Kissin Dynamite. Back with a Bang, won over Not the End of the Road, 8-4. And then we ended off with BC's favorite, Lizzy Borden. Appointment with Death, unfortunately winning over Deal with the Devil, 7-4.
All right.
Covers.
That's kind of what did it for me. All right, Dylan, what do you got? Wrap it up.
Yeah, these were really interesting to listen to. I knew basically the Judas Priest albums almost front to back, and everything else was pretty spotty. And then especially with Lizzy Borden, where I only knew like 4 songs and 2 of them were covers. And I enjoyed listening to all these albums. I thought that there was some really great stuff on all the albums. Though I had a lot more of a like blowout with Kissin Dynamite and Lizzy Borden, I still enjoyed like the songs that lost out. You know, I might not have enjoyed the production. There weren't like a lot of songs that I outright hated on all these albums, which is a really great sign. And you can check out the Spotify playlist, and we'll have the kind of tracks back to back, so you could listen and decide for yourself which albums would win. Because our votes were all over the place. You know, pretty contentious, and maybe the listeners could help decide what wins between Firepower and Invincible Shield. or maybe they'll deadlock it as well, like us. But these were really great album picks, the two of you. The Killer Bees, you did a fantastic job with this album battle. I think that all these were very different battles, and they both had they all had kind of really interesting matchups. So great job,
BB.
Yeah, this was a great episode. I love when we do album battles. Especially for the Lizzy Borden, you're surprised what you actually, get after a couple of people listen and throw their opinions out there. And this is probably one of my favorite ones we did so far this year. And this was just a spare of the moment. Hey, let's do this, and we'll throw Kissin Dynamite. Except these guys got new albums out, and we'll throw.
We're going
Judas Priest in there.
And we're seeing which bands had albums that were the same number.
And it's just crazy how the recent albums and their past recent albums, had the same exact number of songs, even though one of them had the little instrumental in the middle. But yeah, this is a great episode. I love when we do this. Everybody has crazy opinions for different reasons why they like a song. And this is fun. This is just fun, just listening to all these albums and, revisiting them. Because I remember when Steve had his Kissin Dynamite one, that was released 3 years ago. And that was a great album. And then up against their latest one, it's the new one is just so they're getting better. And it's really good to see different progressions of different bands. And great episode. Love this one.
All right. What these episodes we done, I've really, really dug this one. I mean, I love every band on these lists. Kissin Dynamite, like I always say, out of the newer bands out there, there's only 2 or 3 that I really keep going back to, and Kissin Dynamite's one of them. So there's a very even battles to me. It's most of them were flip coins. Could go either way, depending on what I heard that hour, that day. Tuesday was this, Thursday was this. To me, this was the hardest one out of all these we've done.
Yeah, I tell you what, I had a blast doing this one. When you guys said these albums, I'm like, fuck. Because literally, the Lizzy Borden albums, I've been living with them since 2000, 2007. But all these albums, like the oldest one, I think is maybe 4 years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And, since then, Kissin Dynamite has been my go-to band. Absolutely love them. But, between Accept and Priest, these classic bands, I think that Priest and Accept are a classic example of classic bands just putting out new shit and kicking fucking ass. And I love it that it's... we really had 3 metal bands and then one melodic hard rock band between the 4 albums we did today. As far as the Goochers went, I thought we had 4 for Accept. We had 3. We had Too Mean to Die against Humanoid. We had Sucks to Be You against Nobody Gets Out Alive. We had Symphony of Pain against Ravages of Time. Lizzy Borden, we had 1. Bloody Tears, and that was up against Zanzibar, which breaks my fucking heart. Only one Kissin Dynamite one was Only the Dead against Raise Your Glasses. We had 2 for Priest. We had Trader's Gate against Giants in the Sky, and As God Is My Witness against Guardians, which that one kind of wasn't fair because it was like a fucking intro against another against a proper song. But this was fun. I love doing these. Thank you once again, Brad, for putting in the time and giving your votes for these albums and stuff like that. You killed some goochers. You came through when I needed you in some of the votes. But this was just fun, and I like these ones because it's tough. I won't say it's tough doing a podcast, but it's sometimes difficult. I try to make it not so time consuming for these guys to do research on albums and stuff like that, because like the birthday albums, they're tough to do because you gotta review 4 albums and come to the table with everything. These ones are ones we're pretty much familiar with, maybe the exception of the Lizzy Borden albums for BB. I would say maybe kind of. but like the newer Accepted, Priest, and the Kissin Dynamite for me, I'm really familiar with. So I like to kind of ease the pain sometimes for these guys, but this was just fun, and I'm glad. And this was totally BB and BC picking these albums tonight. Dylan has done a great job before. I think the one before that, I think I picked it. I want to thank Brad for doing it. Canada Rob did the tiebreakers first on the last one, and it's just fun doing these. I hope everybody out there's having a good winter out there. Winter sucks. We're supposed to get like an inch of fucking ice overnight or some goddamn thing here. They don't know. But they don't know. Yeah. But I hope everybody's doing good out there. And we have Monsters Rock Cruise coming up. I hope we get to see some of our listeners and friends. I know we're seeing friends. If if you guys are listening to the show and you know we're on the boat and you see us, come up and say hello. Like I said, we'll have a beer. We'll do a shot. We'll shoot the shit. We'll bust your balls like we bust everyone else that we fucking beat. But looking forward to going on the cruise. BB's first cruise, our buddy Mo's first cruise, and so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good one. So we were Sunday night. We're talking about something we're gonna record maybe in that week. So everybody out there, get out, check these albums out. Let us know. And actually, was it the Priest that tied?
Yeah,
Priest.
So the Priest tied. So let us know.
The longest album in it, fucking.
So that's the assignment. Go to Firepower. Go to Invincible Shield. Go song for song as you go down the list. Let us know. Do you guys have a tie? You got a clear winner? Is it close? Let us know. And I love it. This is the first time that we've all recorded with just the four of us this year, and great time as always. And this is what I love about it. This right in this room here, it's just great, just recording with everybody in the same room. And thank you for everybody that helps us out with these episodes, and everybody out there. Can't wait to get out there. We got a ton of cool stuff coming up, and if you're new, now I'll do it. I mean it. I mean it.
All right.
If you're a new listener, welcome. If you're a vintage listener, welcome back. And thank you for interacting with us, chatting with us, sharing the episodes, and all, everything you guys do. We really appreciate it. Everybody take care of yourselves, take care of each other. We will see you next time, and there definitely will be a next time.